Hello and welcome to Dear Download, a podcast about Download Festival, festivals in general, the music industry, and everything related to rock, alternative, and metal. On today's show, we're going to be reviewing Download Festival 2026. This review is going to be split into two episodes. On this one, we will concentrate on the Wednesday to the Friday. And in the second part, we will be doing the Saturday/Sunday and then our overall thoughts of this year's event. Now, things are a little bit different. I am your host, Simon, slightly different this time. Hopefully I can fill Adam's shoes. We'll see how much he hates me by the look on his face. And of course, introducing this man with me as always is the all-time Download attendee, minus the pilot, but we don't talk about that. It's Mr. It is Mr. Adam Cox.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm a good man. And another person we need to introduce, the man you will see on the screen as well. A special guest for these episodes. He stood in for the live show. He's 6'4". He's got a massive
6'5".
6'5". He's got a massive tent. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my own flesh and blood, Mr. Adam Bowden.
Hello, how are we doing?
Good. Now, I will be referring to, just so there's no confusion as we have two Adams, I'll be referring to Adam Cox as Coxie, and I'll be referring to Adam, brother of mine, as Adam, which should save all Adam things. So
cool. And don't say bro when you're talking to me, like you have done before.
Bro,
you could just call me. You could just call me what everybody else calls me and call me Bondi.
No, it feels wrong to me. I don't want to do that.
Fair.
So I'm not going to do
that. All right.
So first of all.
Okay, quickly, before we get stuck into the main review of Download Festival 2026, I just want to add something in here. So we aren't new. We have only just been doing video for YouTube in the last probably about 3 months. And we've seen some incredible growth in that time, which is absolutely amazing. But that means a lot of you are new to us. We have been going for about 5 years. Nobody else is reviewing Download in the way we do it, which we feel is important to us. We've been doing it the same way this whole time, and we really enjoy it. But yeah, if you are new and you have been enjoying what you've heard so far, we've got probably about 120 episodes for you to go back and listen to, if you so wish, with about 10 to 15 bonus episodes. We can be found everywhere on all major podcast platforms, as well as here on YouTube, but it was pretty much audio only with a sort of static screen. But yeah, some of the things you can expect to find if you do go back and look at some of that is we've done a few episodes on ROP only. We've done reviews for each year from 2022 onwards, pretty much the same as we've done this year. We've looked back at previous years from 2003 to 2009 so far, so the next one will be 2010. We've interviewed the booking team. We've interviewed people from the PR team. We were invited to a press event a few years back, which was very cool, where we didn't know what to expect when we turned up, but there was a load of newspapers there, and I think the BBC were there as well. That was very cool. As well as we've been to a few gigs together, and we've stayed overnight, and Simon's vlogged it. Those last two, the press event and the gigs. I don't think we did special episodes for, but Simon will have vlogs on his YouTube channel for those as well. We've interviewed some band members of bands we've fell in love with, other content creators as well. We've had Rob Kellis on a couple of times. Very cool guy. I'm sure a lot of you will know who he is. Simon has reviewed some other festivals as well. I think Bloodstock pretty much every year since we've been going. Slam Dunk, 2000 Trees. Yeah, loads and loads of stuff for you to go and sink your teeth into if you've been enjoying what you've been hearing. And as we all know, Download is over. We're going to carry on reviewing it for a couple of weeks. We'll be talking about it all year, but we talk about Download most of the year, as well as other stuff in the music industry. So stick around. We'll help you fight off the Download blues. And if you want to, we've got a Discord channel that you can join. The conversation never ends there as well, so we can all help fight off the download blues together. But before this version of me leaves you and we get back to the past version of me, please consider subscribing as well if you've been enjoying what we've been doing recently. So yeah, thank you so much if you are here, and we hope you enjoy the review.
You guys went to Download Festival. I, for once, didn't go to Download Festival. So first thing to ask is, how are you feeling? How hungover are you? It normally takes me about a week to get over Download. So whereabouts in the scheme of things are you guys?
I'm doing fine. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, well, I was back to work on Tuesday. Felt pretty good on Tuesday still. I didn't feel too bad on Monday either. Yeah, pretty much back to normal, which sucks. I'd love to be in festival mode still, but yeah, but generally the festival for me, it was really, really good. I didn't see too many bands, but it's not always about that. We'll obviously get into all the bands that I did see. But yeah, looking forward to talking about it in a different way. This is weird, but yeah.
Yeah, weird, because I'm looking forward to like absorbing all the stuff, because for once I wasn't there. So I'm like looking forward to what you guys are going to say. So
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, I'm fucked.
Oh no. Well, you were out till 3 o'clock every night pretty much, weren't you?
Well, exactly. But no, to be honest, I'm fine. I'm doing okay. I reckon I'm running at I'm back to like 80%, I think, at the moment.
It's pretty
Tuesday, well, I came home on the Sunday evening this time, which is the second time I've only ever done that. So I had a little bit more rest. I didn't have to get up in the morning and do all my shit, then get home. So I got home Sunday evening, and then I was I just slept pretty much for the whole of Monday to recover some sleep. And on Tuesday, I didn't feel that bad. And then I was back to work Wednesday. But yeah, I feel okay. I don't feel great. I feel okay.
That's not bad. I mean, it's we're recording this on Thursday, so the guys have had a little bit more time to sort of repair. I know Coxie says that he isn't actually that bad, but I know what Adam, brother of mine, is like.
And I was, and it was every night, and it was ruthless. So with that in mind, I'm doing good.
Too bad. Yeah. How's the wallet doing? How bad was the spending this year for both of you? Did you rinse it, or did you go quite?
Not as bad as I thought. I was trying to look at my bank pretty much all of Sunday, but I couldn't get onto it because there's no signal. But yeah, I was like, what happens if I go to pay for something and I've got no money? But I did manage to get onto it, and I still had a good amount left. And I was looking at it thinking I should have less than that, because you've probably seen. Sometimes it takes like a week for it to be taken because they haven't got signal there. And I've seen people on like social media saying, these scamming bastards, it'll take them money a week after the festival, but it's not. It's just delayed because of no signal. So most of this week so far, I've been waiting for that to happen to me. It hasn't happened yet, so maybe I'm all good. But yeah, well, it's fine too.
Cheaply this year. That's good.
But I saved for it, so I spent loads as well. I was going every time I went to the bar, I was getting 2 drinks at a time.
That's only 2.
That's a clever move. That's very clever.
Only 2.
I've only got 2 hands.
I was buying 6 beatboxes at once.
Jesus.
I
didn't have any of them.
You probably don't know. Don't know what they are, Simon. But they're these like.
No idea what that is.
They come in a carton, so they're nice and easy to carry, and they're about this big. They're 6%, and they're all different flavors like tropical and mango and blueberry and strawberry, and they're flat, so they're not fizzy. That's why I like drinking them, because they're
the 1 year Vicky doesn't come and they actually have something flat for her to drink.
Dude, she would have loved though. They were a massive success apparently. So if they don't go bankrupt like Liquid Death did, then they'll probably be back next. They'll probably be back next year. They were really, really nice. I liked them. I mean, they'll take you to Heartburn. They'll take you to Heartburn City, but
that's where you want to go, though, right? When you're at Download, there's only one city you want to be in, and that's Heartburn City.
We've all got to go there at some point. But no, I spent a lot, but I do every year, and it's something that I know is going to happen. It's not like a shock. Oh my god, I've spent £600, which is normally roughly around what it is. That between that and 1,000 is what I spend normally.
I mean, I've never. I don't think I've spent that much over the 3 downloads.
But the thing is, all I do during the day is eat, and all I do during the evening is drink constantly. So it's like I don't bring food with me anymore. We bought, to be fair, me and Dean brought a decent amount of drinks with us this year. Dean had a cool box. For those of you who don't know, Dean is someone who helped us out on the live show this year, and we'll probably mention him a few times. He may even pop in for the second part of this video. That's not a definite, so don't hold us to that. But yeah, me and Dean, he brought a cool box, and we had a decent amount of drinks with us and stuff. And I probably shouldn't have spent as much money as I did, but I still spent a shitload.
I bet you didn't buy one piece of merch either, did you?
Haha! I did.
Did you? Oh my god!
I did, but not the merch that you would expect.
Oh god!
So in the arena, they have this shop that has mystery shirts.
Oh,
it's It's £9 per shirt. You tell them what size you are, and then you buy some. So I bought.
Is that Pericon?
1, 2, 3.
So
yes,
it is Pericon. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And I bought 4. I don't know where they are at the moment. I got a cool Star Wars one. Nice. And then the other 3 are like festival t-shirts. Of festivals, I have no idea what fucking festivals they are. But the t-shirts look cool. And they're all gilded as well. They're all gilded, they're all heavy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The best shirt.
Apart from the Star Wars one, which is a Fruit of the Loom, but
that's okay. That's Fruit of the Loom's acceptable for a t-shirt. It's not the t-shirt you want, but it's wearable at least.
Yeah. But with the group that I was with, my friend Luke and his group, they were going mental for it. As a group, we must have gone in there and spent probably about 300 quid. Because it was like mystery boxes, isn't it? It's like fucking loot crates.
Yeah,
it's fucking loot crates. Everyone's like, oh, what have I got? I was like, oh, I've got a shitty Sleep Token t-shirt. I literally said, I said to the guys, I said, you better be ready, because if I open this and there's a fucking My Chemical Romance t-shirt, and I'm going to strangle someone with it.
No, I would have traded with you for it. So
yeah, probably.
I would have traded you for it. Good. So okay, so you guys didn't spend too much money.
I got one thing. Sorry.
Adam got something.
Yep. Hang on. I got to sort this out so I can show you properly.
What is it?
There's a little tin. Oh, my light's reflecting too much.
Oh, that's nice.
And it was some more dice.
Oh, they're cool.
Oh, cool.
Can you focus?
Yeah, you
please?
got another pair. You got another pair of those.
Yeah, they are cool.
Yeah. So this is the 3rd year they've been doing dice. Yeah, there's DL on it.
Cool.
I didn't get the first year's one, but Alexander went into the Megastore and got them for me.
What? He bought it for you?
Yeah, there's no way I was getting in the queue for the Megastore. It was massive all weekend.
No, I saw on socials some queues from like it might have been Wednesday or Thursday, and I was like, oh my god, there is no way. I mean, personally, I never go in there now because
I
don't buy anything download anymore. But I know that a lot of people do. And if I do go in there, it's more towards the end of the festival when everything's almost sold out anyway. But it did look like an insanely big queue to begin with.
Yeah, it was massive.
On the Wednesday, me and Dean went to the Co-op, and literally, and this must have been so not long after the show. So this would have been like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, and it was just you couldn't see the end of it.
Yeah,
this queue, it was mental, and obviously it was raining at this point as well. So everyone's just standing out in the rain, just waiting for this like the Megastore. It's crazy.
I reckon that they could put on another festival just from the money they make on the Megastore these days. It's crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely crazy.
And there's obviously an official merch stand in the arena as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. They've got a couple in there. So, but yeah, okay, right. Let's walk through the journey of your download, which normally would start on the Wednesday, but kind of started on the Tuesday this year. So you guys done this year what we done last year, which is go and stay in a hotel. So before we get to the download bit, how was the hotel?
It was really nice. Same as last year, really. If you're curious, watch Simon's vlog from last year because you recorded a bit of it.
Didn't you?
But yeah,
was it the feeling again? Because like last year, we really enjoyed the fact that we just woke up. Well, you guys, do you get to have breakfast this time? Did you?
Breakfast.
No,
Okay.
no, we did not. No, we did not. We'll explain that. We'll explain that in a little while.
So the next bit. So basically,
Yeah.
I did see these guys on Tuesday and Wednesday, which is just insane. So on Tuesday, they both came to mine. We had a little sit around and a chat. We were supposed to load everything out of my car. There was a miscommunication, which all three of us blamed each other for. So it's a tripod of errors.
Yeah, we're taking a third
Yeah.
of blame each.
Everyone's taking the blame for it.
Yeah,
A box was missing. A very important box was missing, right?
yeah. Well, it was a bag. You're
Yeah.
probably thinking of the box with 100 of your faces in.
Yeah,
Which is why you're saying important box. Yeah, no, it was a full bag of my stuff as well.
That's it, a full bag of your stuff.
All
So,
of my clothes.
so basically,
So
they
much
got
more
left
other
in the
stuff.
car. So not long after these guys had left, and I think even before they'd got to the hotel, I got a call saying, "Have we left a bag in your boot?" And I was like, "Oh damn, we actually have." So these guys were expecting to wake up in the hotel, have a nice little morning, saunter down to breakfast, have breakfast, make their way to download. That wasn't the way it was.
20
So I'm
minutes
guessing
away
you
from
guys-
download as well. We weren't very
Yeah,
far. We're at Tamworth.
That's why we planned it that way. So what they had to do, we decided we were going to meet halfway, and we met in the fantastic little town of Bromsgrove in the West Mids.
Good old Bromsgrove.
Oh man, it was so weird to just randomly drive to Bromsgrove, and I used it as an excuse to go and look at stuff there. But it was just get up in the morning, drop Cody off to school, and then just drive to Bromsgrove to meet you on the morning. It felt like I was going to download because I was driving essentially almost the same way that I would normally. And it was just hilarious just pulling up, and then you two pulling up, and you're all like, yeah, download. You're all really excited about download. But I just thought that was hilarious the way we were just all there. I handed over the goods, and then like a proud father, I sent you both off to download
Let us go free.
with my blessings, which was
That's right.
yeah, quite fun, but very unexpected. So we will start with you guys basically saying, how was the journey there, and how was it getting in? Because from socials, the lines looked insanely big.
Well,
we didn't join any lines.
So we didn't join any lines, mate. So here's what happened, right? We got there. We parked in guest car park. All good. We got there, no problem. Dean was a couple of rows in front of us. All as well. We met him. Cool. We went to Blackgate, which is across the road. Went in there to right. Let's get our accreditation from here. Blah blah blah. Adam went in, came out. We can't get our accreditation from here. We've got to go to Purplegate. It's classic download, isn't it? We're fucking sending you the wrong way constantly.
Classic.
So we right. How the fuck do we get there from here? So we looked around for a bit and went, right, it's this way. It's definitely this way. So we went down this little alleyway bit. There's little tracks that they have that go down and around. We're walking down there, walking through here. But then all of a sudden we were in a campsite, and we were like, okay, let's keep going. And then we carried on, and we were just in RIP. We were just in the festival. We were inside the festival.
Yeah.
We just walked in. Nobody asked us nothing. Nobody said anything to us. We were just there, where the stages, where we were performing.
We did talk to one guy. The guy, so it was a dirt track that we went both ways from where we were. And there was a guy on one side of the road, and we said, look, we need to get to Purplegate. Can we get to Purplegate going this way? And he was like, I don't know. Because we didn't want to get back in the car because there was queues everywhere. So we were like, we'll walk it. We had to get from one side of RIP to the other, but obviously with no wristbands, we couldn't go through the festival or anything. So we were like, we'll take the road if we have to. Where does this road go? I don't know. So we started walking down it. And like Adam said, we were just in the middle of RIP.
One person stopped us towards the end after we dropped our stuff off at the stage, Adam's stuff and the bag and whatnot.
Yeah.
Then we started walking through. One person goes, "Oh, guys, you got wristbands?" We all we said to him was, "No, we're just going to get them." And he went, "Yeah, cool, no problem."
We're already in.
We're already inside. We're inside the festival.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, though, it's without wristbands, you're not really going to get far for the 5 days. So even if you were strangers randomly walked in, you're not really going to get very far, are you? So they were probably just. These guys are obviously going somewhere.
But we got to Purplegate. It was the same guy in the booth that served us last year.
Really?
I was like, I remember you from last year. And oh yeah, cool. And then no problems this time. He was like, "Have you blah blah blah? You got this? Have you got barcodes?" We thought the same thing was going to happen again, where they didn't have the right scanner to scan our barcodes, but luckily they had one, and one of the other guys had a login, so they logged in, scanned us, and it was pretty quick, wasn't it, Ad? Definitely compared to last year, anyway.
Yeah, although he did give you the wrong wristband to start with. He
gave me an RIP wristband at first, and I was like, "Oh," and we looked down, he went, "Oh shit, that's the wrong one." Cut it off, and then put the guest one on. He goes, "The guest one's probably better anyway." He goes, "It will get you into better places."
Yeah, nice. Oh, that's good then.
Well, even though it doesn't, which I'll talk about later on when we start talking about the arena.
Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting.
Okay.
But yeah, that was hilarious. We were in the middle of RIP. Adam's already said it, but yeah, we were just like, right, let's drop our stuff off backstage and then go and get the wristbands that lets us in here.
It's mental.
Just the complete opposite of
we couldn't believe it. When we got there, I turned around to Dean and went, "We're in RIP." He's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "We're inside the festival." It's like, "We're here. We don't need to get tickets. That's it. We're in."
Yeah. And that dirt track, I only saw it manned once on the Saturday, I think it was. I used it again on the I used it again on the Wednesday and the Thursday. No, I didn't use it on the Thursday. Ignore me. But yeah, I walked past it Friday or Saturday. Friday, there was nobody there. Saturday, there was. And then Sunday, when I was getting a shuttle bus to go to South to drop my stuff off at Kelly, because Kelly came up on Sunday with my son. So I had to get the stuff to my car. Drove past it in the shuttle bus. It was unmanned again. So I assumed they'd learned from... I even told people in... I'll talk about this when I go to Friday. But I even told the people in RIP, like, yeah, we came in that way. Unmanned.
Why are you telling them our secret routes?
We didn't need it after that.
Yeah, but we might need it next year.
Because people in general don't really want to go near RIP because it's full of all the poshos. So they just like, whatever, just come in.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we did see some posh bastards.
That's sneaking into RIP sorted. So what campsites did you guys head to?
I was in Blue. I stayed with Alexander, Roxanne, a few of their friends. Vicky as well was there.
And nice. I stayed in Guest this year.
You're in Guest. Ooh.
Me and Dean stayed in Guest this year for the first time. We thought we'd check it out and give it a go.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a bit. I just wanted to know where you guys were staying. So let's obviously jump to a thing that happened very quickly after you guys arrived. Probably one of the highlights of your weekends, I'm sure. It would be the live show. So if you don't know, we were booked to play Download Festival. We were doing a live show in the RIP section. Adam, brother of mine, first of all, how nervous were you before?
Dude, I don't get nervous about this kind of stuff. It didn't. I was excited more than anything. Adam was more nervous than I was.
Yeah, I thought that would happen anyway.
Yeah,
but no, I was fine, to be honest. I was okay. I was all right. I was looking forward to it more than anything.
Okay, that's good. Well, how did it go? How were the reactions? How did your show go? Did you guys miss anything? Did you finish too early? I'm just thinking of all the things that me and Adam have done before.
Always finish too early.
Always. Yeah,
you whizzed
not just the live show either.
Backtracking a little bit. I got nervous about 30 minutes before. I knew I would. I was too busy running around making sure everything was set up. We had we put a banner on the front on the railing. It's not railing. What is it? Yeah, it's a railing.
It's a railing.
Banner on the railing. Set my phone up. I spoke to the sound guys, and I had our intro going through the PA, and I managed to get them to record it onto a USB stick this year. So we didn't have to worry about the audio this time, because 2 years ago it was awful. Last year it wasn't great because it was going from my phone. So yeah. And at that, while I'm on this, that will be out in about a week's time.
There you go.
About a week after this. Yeah.
See it all.
Beautiful.
But was it
But
good? What
went-
happened? What?
It went amazingly.
Yeah.
Adam was absolutely incredible. I'd like to say I was as well. I am.
Yeah, you was. I think we were vibing, man. We were vibing. It was a good.
We were.
We were having a good time up there.
Yeah, I am one to blow my own horn. But
Yes, it is definitely.
but yeah,
No,
like,
you did. You did fantastic.
Yeah, I think we were both really good. I wasn't really nervous once I got on stage. Yeah, we whizzed through it. We were on early, so we wrote it assuming we were going to have a big crowd, like we had the first year when we were on the Thursday, expecting lots of crowd participation. We were even told that we'd be on the Thursday, and then about 2 months before download, we got an email saying, "Nah, you've been moved to Wednesday now." Basically, saying we appreciate your understanding. I was like, didn't give us a choice, but we took it. It's fine. It was we're going to do it. We enjoyed it, but because it was so close to opening, and the weather wasn't great, and people don't like us anymore. The crowd wasn't as big as we were hoping, which meant maybe not fewer, which meant probably a bit less crowd participation than we were expecting, because we wrote it to have lots of we had a Q&A in it, which we had 2 questions. So yeah, if we'd known we were going to be on the Wednesday, maybe we would have written it a bit differently.
Yeah.
True.
Well,
True.
I mean, if you're listening, download. That's the second year now you've put us in the death spot. So if you're going to book us again, a Thursday would be nice as a little thank you for us doing 2 friggin' death spot sets.
I met the team and chatted to them for quite a while on the Friday, and I'll go into that on when we get to Friday. So it'll be this episode. It's not wait bait. It's not next episode. It will be this episode.
And on the next episode of Dear Download, find out what happens next.
Just have that Star Trek Next Gen to be continued black screen.
Yeah. Dear Download will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Oh, that's great stuff. So good. That's good because I heard things from people obviously saying they really enjoyed it. It was great fun. Adam, brother of mine, done really well for filling in. And they just said it was a lot of fun. So, but unfortunately, the annoying thing is having such a great live show. And I know it was a great live show because we all helped write it together, and I was laughing my ass off the whole time you two were performing it, even when we were just doing rehearsals. So it's a shame that it wasn't experienced by more people, which is why I don't know what Adam's going to say later in the show, but it would be nice to not be in the death spot again, as I think it's getting a little bit unfair now. 2 death spot sets 2 hours after the site opens is a bit but anyway, anything else to say about the show? Any standout moments, any bits where you genuinely laughed? Did you go off script a lot, or did you stick pretty solidly to what you had?
We were pretty much on script. There was some ad-libbing and some crowd interaction little things that we both said along the way. But mainly I think we stuck to script, and I haven't actually watched it back yet, the footage that I sent you.
Okay.
I hadn't from my glasses. I haven't watched that back yet, so I don't know how much off script we went, but from what I can remember, I think we pretty much stuck to it, right?
Yeah, not much. I know I definitely added a couple of bits in, which just a couple of lines.
Little
but
snippets.
Generally, we were pretty much on script. It's probably a good point to point out that we don't script the podcast, but we decided a couple of years ago when we were first booked, we can't. Just doing a normal podcast would be quite boring live. You have to do sort of a happy medium of our personalities, but a little bit scripted as well. But yeah, it was great. I know I said we would have liked a bigger crowd, but many people came up to me after and said they really enjoyed it. That was really good. And I believed them. Some people just say that. Just say, it was great show. Didn't even see us. Turned up at the end. Great show.
Spend all the years in a band. People just come and go, that was awesome, dude. Just because they say it. They might think it a little bit, but they just come up and be nice, which is nice. It's nice to be nice anyway. And I
Yeah.
did see, you know, to be fair, the number that you guys had for that early still wasn't a bad number
Yeah.
of people. It's just been more before. So
Too many Simon
thank you
Bonds.
to everyone. Yeah, thank you to everyone that came
Yeah.
and did all the mask bits and everything. Thank you
Really
very much.
Yeah, that
Like,
was really cool. Yeah,
coming
we
and
very
support.
much appreciate it.
yeah, we know it was early, so
Yeah.
fair play to everyone that came. You guys are the real, you know, they're fucking real fans.
Yeah.
man.
We had some, and there was some
They-
usual suspects in the crowd as well. You know,
Yeah.
the usuals
Yeah.
that we saw.
Between the people there, they drank 2 bottles of Jägermeister in about
Mate.
15 minutes.
Piss heads.
Yeah.
A lot of you.
So for people who don't get that that reference, we handed out, spoiler alert by the way, we handed out some Jägermeister to the crowd this year. Bearing in mind it was 2 big bottles, and our lovely assistant Dean was handing it out to the people in the crowd, and we checked in with him at one part of the show, and I was like, "How's it going, Dean? You right?" And he was like, "The Jaeger's gone." I was like, "What do you mean the Jaeger's gone?" It just
He was pouring the last
disappeared.
one as you asked him. It was perfect timing.
Yeah, he was. And the thing is, and I knew this was going to happen, didn't I? And I said, free alcohol at Download. You kidding me? It's going to go quick.
Yeah,
And it
yeah,
did.
yeah.
And that was 2 whole bottles. So, you know, next year's got to bring 4 bottles, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So after the show, I take it you guys just chatted to some people, hung around for a bit. Did you guys do a second trip to the car after the show, or did you guys get all your stuff in one go?
Well, me and Dean hadn't even set up our tents yet
No.
for the first time.
Oh.
The reason we didn't is because we knew we were in guest. We knew there was going to be space. So
That's true.
we left
That's
everything in the car, dropped the stuff off, or Adam had his stuff with him.
I had all of my
Like
stuff
dropped
pretty
all
much
that
apart
off
from
at the
alcohol.
stage. Yeah, apart from booze. And we just waited. We done the show. Then me and Dean went back to the car and then went and set up. And it was fine. There was loads of space. Guest was still only about 3:45 at that point. So
Good plan if you're staying in guest, I guess.
Yeah. For me, I knew I was going to be staying in Blue, and Alexander sent me a message saying, you know, we're saving you a space, but I thought I want to get there and set it up. So this was about 2 hours before the show. So I was like, right, I can make it. I can run my stuff up there, set my tent up, and get back. I got back with about half an hour to spare, so it was
Nice.
fine. But it was a
Yeah,
rush.
me
It
and
was a
Dean-
rush. It was.
while Adam was doing that, me and Dean were just getting some drinks from backstage and into that. What is that little pub called that's in RIP?
Park Farm.
The actual pub. Yeah,
Park
yeah.
Farm.
We was in there. Me and Dean were chatting to loads of random people who we didn't know. We would, had some nice conversations with some people, so that was really nice. And there were people
That's
who were like waiting to see the show and all that. And
Yeah.
so that was cool.
Well, on social media, there was a lot of stuff the first 2 days about no space, people being asked to take down their gazebos because there wasn't enough room to fit tents in. It seemed like a really mad sort of struggle. What was it like in Blue, Ads? Because normally when we camp in Blue, you know, a couple of meters sort of to the back of Blue, there's always tons of space there that no one takes advantage of. What was it like in there this time?
It was busy. It was packed. It was the closest I've ever seen tents. You know, when you're trying to walk out of where you're camped, there's usually you find a walkway or two that's easier than others. But my tent was packed right in, and it was the same everywhere. It was very busy. I didn't go up over the hill, so there's been a couple of times we stayed up the other side of the food stalls, and I think it was 2023, wasn't it, when it sold out. But because you
There's
couldn't
tons
see,
of room back there,
you couldn't see back there. People weren't walking all their stuff up back there, so it was there's loads of room. But so
that
there
happened
might
3
have been,
times. That happened in 24. It was quite rammed because people wanted to be up the hill because it was wet.
yeah,
But
That's
22, that whole bit was empty. 23, that whole bit was empty. And last year it was pretty empty as well, which is just so weird that people don't walk all the way up the hill. They just sort of go in cramped. But if you actually go up the hill, normally there's tons of space up there.
They've made it smaller this year, didn't they? The camps were smaller. Blue camp wasn't as big as it was.
Yeah.
Black was slightly smaller. There was no yellow, there's no yellow camp anymore. Like that's normally around that area, isn't it? Is it was it yellow?
yeah, it was,
Yeah.
a bit of yellow. That was
That's
obviously
obviously
quiet
non-existent.
now.
Well, so speaking of space and stuff, apparently every campsite was completely rammed.
I heard
So
that.
in Black, and where Black and Guest is, there was a big gate next to, you know, when you come into Black and you come down off the tarmac and you go down into Black, and then you go straight to the end, then you go right, then you go left up towards Guest and Blue. So
Yeah.
just when you walk down to the end before you turn right, there's a massive gate there. And on Saturday, they opened that gate and it was just an extra bit of field. And then when me and Dean went past it a couple of hours later, the gate was fully open and there was people camping in there.
Oh, okay. So they had like an overspill.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what we used to do with like, do you remember in 2010 when we went to go into Blue and Blue was full, where they used white camp as an overspill?
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
to
That's right.
Blue. So I'm guessing they've started doing that again, which is a clever way to manage when there's not enough space. Because I don't think in previous years Download have been very good at sort of mitigating where people should go. Like close one campsite, get everyone loaded in, and then usher everyone to another campsite. It's always just been a bit of a confusing kind of mess whenever we get there. I feel like camping wise, they don't really have any. They may have a plan, but I don't think it's executed to the right levels.
I mean, that's why I think we do it the right way, don't we? We get there early, we get set up, we go where we want to. So, you know, how many people are turning up on Thursday, even Friday, and well, especially Friday because the 3-day camping tickets are just being forced to camp somewhere that they didn't want to camp, or they can't camp near their friends, or they can't, not even in the same campsite. So I think us getting to this place like early, like we have done for years and years and years, is probably the best way to do it.
Oh, definitely, yeah, without a doubt.
But the gazebo thing, I just got done a couple of hours ago watching the TPD vlog of Download this year, and there's a part in their vlog where people come round and ask them to take their gazebo down.
Yeah.
And Rob says to the camera after, he was like, I could tell these people they're not forcing us to take our gazebo down. They don't even want to be asking us this. They've got better things to do. He was like, they come over, they go, can you take gazebo down, please? And you go, sure. And they walk off and they never come back again, essentially.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think anyone was forced to take their gazebos down.
What they do at Bloodstock, you're not allowed to put gazebos up until the Friday.
Okay.
Really?
So at Bloodstock, when you go, you all go, you set up. You're not allowed. No one is allowed to put up a gazebo until the Friday morning. That is just the way it's always been at Bloodstock. So it packs people in, and then people, you know, they try and reserve space, but I think it allows more space for people to fit in, and then people have smaller gazebos, and they sort of think more about where they're going to put them. So I think that Download might have to enforce that rule going forward if it's a sellout year. You know, like you could bring a gazebo, that's fine, but you can't put your gazebo up until Friday until we've fitted almost everyone in. I think that would be quite a fair thing to do. You know, just security walk around saying, "Got to take it down, guys. Can go up on Friday, fine, but take it down now." I think that would be pretty acceptable for everyone. Might be saying, "Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
Download learning from Bloodstock, not Bloodstock learning from Download." So,
well, when we get to chairs, we'll talk about that as well. But
oh, fucking chairs.
So yeah.
Well, did you hear about Bloodstock, Adam? They got no chair zones now.
Yeah. That's
damn right.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he's Adam. I'm not.
We'll get onto it. We'll get onto it later.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was going to say that they came around to us about the gazebos. We were in Blue. I think they'd been going around red and purple for a long time before they were going around our campsite. Because we have people in our we got a WhatsApp group, Dear Download WhatsApp group. Somebody said that they'd been round to them like 12 times to ask them to take it down, and they still hadn't taken it down. But there was one point maybe they sent somebody with a bit more authority round, or who was scarier. I don't know. They didn't actually say. But yeah, when they came around to us, they basically said, yeah, we because of a safety risk, all gazebos have to come down. It was Alexander's. He was in his tent laughing every time this guy said it. But I mean, to me, I was thinking he hasn't got a clipboard or anything. He's not writing down where he's actually told, because they did say if we have to come out again, it might be sort of a higher manager or something like that, and we might have to enforce the rule. But like I said, there's no clipboard. He wasn't marking it down, so you could have said, "Oh, we haven't seen anybody. Show us." Not that they would show you the proof, but like it was very
I've never met you
half-assed.
before in my life.
It was very.
Who are you? That's a fake mustache.
But I think, at one point, I think maybe on the Thursday, I was asleep at this point. I just about heard the conversation, but the campsite manager came round, and he just went, "This is really good, this," because they had a gazebo and a big tarpaulin as well, going over a few tents, and it was really, really pegged down. It was pegged down really well. So apparently it was to do with safety, because he didn't enforce it or anything like that. I think they were forcing other people too, like the real flimsy ones that you get as cheap as hell, who that you didn't have the structure to hold it down very well. But because Alexander has been doing it for a long time, they did a good job pegging it down, and it didn't move. So yeah, the manager was like, "Yeah, it's really good, this," as you were.
Yeah. So that was the story. So what, Wednesday for me, which is going to sound really weird, Wednesday's always my favorite day at Download. It's the best day. Like, don't get me wrong, I love watching the bands, I love being in arena, but I'm just so buzzed on a Wednesday. There's no feeling quite like that Download Wednesday. So what did you guys do for the rest of the time? Did you get drunk at the tent? Did you go into District X? Did you I know Adam, brother of mine, probably made use of District X quite a lot that evening, but what did you guys do afterwards? Like, once you'd set up all your tents, done some drinking, did you go out anywhere? Did you just stay at the tents and get hammered?
I had an early night. I had I've said a few times, I won't drink before going on stage. I can't do it.
That's fine. That's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah. So as soon as I got off stage, I necked a beer within about 10, 15 minutes, and that hit me like a truck. Because this was probably about 2:30 in the afternoon as well. I had about a beer and a half, and I was quite drunk. So I wandered around for a bit, went back to the tents. Did I have a nap? I don't think I had an afternoon nap. I think I wandered around for a little bit. I went to see Sappenin podcast. That's what I did.
Oh, nice.
They were really good. I'll come back to them, but just a general overview of my Wednesday. Yeah, it got to about 9 o'clock, and I was thinking, I'm really tired. I don't want to go to bed yet, because I only get about 6 hours sleep. I'll be up at 3, 4 a.m. and I won't be able to sleep again. But I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to drink anymore. So yeah, I ended up going to bed sober at 9:30, listening to my podcast, and I slept until, just get this little detail in, I slept until 4 a.m. in the morning. I did manage to get back to sleep after that, but at 4 a.m. I woke up, I heard about 4 people snoring and no other noise. It was dead silent in Blue Camp.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe. Could have been to do with the weather, but I was listening thinking, I can't believe how quiet it is.
Yeah, normally you would hear rumblings.
Yeah. No partying. But anyway, I can come back to Sappenin in a little bit if Adam wants to.
Yeah, Adam, I'm guessing that your Wednesday was the
so my Wednesday was, yes, very different. But before, I remember seeing Adam the next day, by the way, and him telling me that he only had 2 beers and went to bed. And I was like, "What do you mean you had 2 beers and went to bed?" So what the fuck? So what on a Wednesday at Download?
The most drunk day of Download. He goes to bed at 9 o'clock.
So my activities consisted of 4 pints of Guinness before the live show.
Jesus.
And then whatever beers they gave us in the backstage in our little booth that we had. And then what beers were they? Were they Madri?
I think it was Madri. Yeah,
Madri last year. Yeah,
Madri. Yes, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure me and Dean necked a couple of those as well.
Most of the crate. There was one left when I got to it.
Yeah, and it was a 0, wasn't it?
No, I don't know where that was.
Dean are like locusts. Like, you just put them in a room and everything in there will be gone.
Mate, you put fucking free shit in front of me, mate. I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah. It's these councillor
me and Dean.
Councillor
anyway. Yeah, 100%. Me and Dean as well on some of my footage. I'm saying, oh, dude, if they don't drink all the Jaeger, then me, you, and Adam can just drink the Jaeger. It'd be great. And obviously there was no Jaeger. But no, me and Dean got set up after the show. We downed some drinks. We created a new drink.
Oh, okay. All right. But have a cool name.
It's called a Polish coffee.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dean brought oat milk with him this year, right? And he also brought, for me and him to drink in the mornings, liquid coffee that you mix with milk, and you can have an iced coffee. And we had loads of ice, and so we were like, oh, this is, and I was like, oh, let's try one, see what it tastes like. I tried it. I went, do you know what would taste really nice with this? And he went, what? I said, some of my caramel vodka that I've made.
Oh,
so
dude.
Yeah. So then we started drinking, and that's what became the Polish coffee.
No.
And then so we drank a couple of them, drank some more beers. Then we went to the doghouse, and many, many, many hours later, I think we got back to the tent at about 4-ish. The time Adam was waking up, we were getting home.
That's a Dean thing to do.
It definitely would have been a completely different sound than silence if you woke up at 4 and me and Dean were coming home. It would have been more than just snoring people around you.
Adam does not know what the word being quiet means.
No. It doesn't exist to me. But dude, it was awesome. It was a classic first night in the doghouse. Everyone was there, just fucking having a great time. The vibes were immaculate because everyone was just so happy to be there. Everyone was talking to everyone. We were meeting, talking to strangers, having a laugh, having a dance, having a drink. It was good. It was very good.
Nice. Yeah, dude. Wednesday in a doghouse is the ultimate day to go. It's just immaculate vibes, as you said. Or you can just go to bed at 9 o'clock. It depends on what kind of person you are.
Yeah, after a couple of beers, tuck yourself in, put your slippers on.
Listen, it's your festival, guys. It's your festival.
It's your festival. And that's it. I could just imagine Adam with his reading glasses down like this, and he's got his little book.
And a reading lamp.
And a little reading lamp in the porch of his tent, just going, oh. Yeah. And someone goes, shh.
I wanted to backtrack a little bit actually.
Stop backtracking.
Well, be a better host.
Why can't you just say it at the moment? Why do we always have to go backwards?
Why can't you track in the right order?
Yeah, Christ.
Right.
We're supposed to be moving
Thursday.
This podcast.
What did you do Thursday?
No, joking. Go. What were you going to say?
So I mean, I said for last year, and it's the same for this year. The Wednesday was so stressful trying to get there for the live show. So it's not just to have a better crowd that we want to be on a Thursday. You know, knowing that you have to get there early enough, get set up, making like when we were at the wrong place, we were like, how are we going to be at the stage on time? And so I think that probably sapped a lot of energy out of me. There was one point I had all my stuff. We had the Jaeger and everything, and I could see. I knew James was in the field, which was next to the car park, which was weird. And so I phoned him. I was like, James, can you come and get some of this stuff and take it to the stage at RIP? And then Adam and Dean sort of caught up with me and was like, don't worry, just relax a little bit. We'll be fine. And then James was already on his way to me, and I was like, "Yeah, do you know what? It will be fine. We'll get it out. We don't need to having to take it because I could carry it anyway." So yeah, James was amazing at that point. He was already on his way to us, and I had to phone him again and say, "Look, okay, don't worry, we'll be all right. We'll get it there." But
but thank you.
Yeah, but thank you. Yeah, I really appreciated it. But yeah, just generally the Wednesday, whenever we're doing a live show on a Wednesday, it's so stressful in the morning making sure we get there. So I think that played a bit of a part in it as well. But yeah, Sappenin. I mean, I did say I was going to talk about them, but you tried brushing over it.
Go give us your review of Sappenin.
I was there for the whole thing this time, and it was really, really good. I mean, those guys are really funny anyway. And they said a few of the same things that we said on stage. I can't remember. Both
copycats everywhere.
Copycats. Well,
they're all over the place. They're watching us.
Yeah, it's just easy download related jokes. And I watched the Metal Roundup on the Thursday as well. And they said some of the same things. And I can't remember exactly what it was, but when they said about President, they also said about Sleep Token, who are completely different bands, but because they are Cam's mates, that I guess that's why people always put them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also said about the crowd getting footage for them because they haven't got a photographer or something like that, and that's exactly what we did. Like, make Simon's vlog for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, it made me think, oh, maybe we are on the right track. Maybe we're doing things right if Sappening are saying the same kind of things as we're saying.
Yeah.
But again, it was
That's
so
good.
good, really funny. They had oh, I don't know what band they're in. It was We Are the Ocean. Maybe they used to be in. I don't know if they've got a new band now. But I said to Adam, I think the day after, just watching the singer talking, he just reminded me a lot of Adam Leader.
Really?
Just like cool
That makes
mannerisms,
sense.
like you know what Leader's like. You talk about anything, he's like, yeah, cool. Yeah, it was
Bloody
awesome.
leader. Yeah, good. Right.
Good.
Before we get on to Thursday, I'm just going to read some quick, short reviews of Download 2026 from some of the guys on our Discord community. And this is a good time to plug that as well. If you're feeling the Download blues or you want to be part of an amazing, ever growing, ever incredible community, we have that all over on Discord. Link in the description of this episode and on our socials. So if you want to be a part of it, come over. Everyone on there is amazing, inviting, and constantly talking about the most random of stuff, which is just amazing. So come over to the Discord and join the La Familia. Okay, first one is from, and I'm going to read, I'm going to use everyone's handles because some people have different handles to their names. This is from Joe Butler. A fantastic time was had. Great to meet some of the people off of here, meet some of the bands. It was great. Felt a little different for me this year, like something was missing, but I had a great time as always. Next one is from Michael Wood. Rainy and wet, then dusty and burnt. The perfect mix. A real nice, short and sweet one there.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not. The next one is from Reece Cinch, which is I had the best time. It also really did feel like a lot of the undercard had a point to prove and brought their A game this year. Immaculate vibes. We'll talk about the bands, but I'm sure that might be your consensus as well, because obviously I've heard things about headliners, etc., but you guys were there to witness it, so it'll be interesting to see what you guys say compared to what I heard about them. Victoria, it was awesome. I went in my first ever pit at the Plot in U and had a brilliant time. The weather held up beautifully for the most part, and the bands we saw put on a brilliant performance. Still my favourite place in the world. Next one is from Dylan. Good year overall, but not the best for me. Some incredible performances and experiences, but a weird vibe in some of the crowds. Yeah, very, very good. Any weird crowd vibes, guys?
For me, it felt like not in a bad way, but it was a bit. There was a lot of young people there this year. A lot of young people.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing, and it's not a good thing. It was just a bit. Maybe I'm just an old, aging Grebo. I don't know, but it felt like I was a little bit more out of place than I normally would be, if that makes sense.
Get you.
But I didn't feel bad. I didn't be like, oh, I shouldn't be here. It just felt like that there was a lot of young people there this year.
I think because of the bands that were playing and the 2000s revival that's happened recently, this one was always going to be young people because it's come full circle again.
And what I will say is, all young people are pussies that go to that festival. And I'll get on to that later when we talk about the bands.
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
Okay.
I'm sure about that. Anyway,
I had to say that closer to the microphone because it sounds better.
Were you picking kids up in the pit and just smashing them together?
Yeah, they're just a bit too easy to throw around.
He was doing what he does with the bin bags. He was
I just thought at least someone of my stature and age can give me a good run for my money. But these kids, you can just fucking fuck off, get out of it.
Oh, I love it. I'll just read a couple more of these. Chris CJ, This year had a very 2018 feel to it for me, which happened to be the last Glastonbury. However, it was amazing, and I saw some amazing bands. The two biggest highlights for me were Cavalera playing Chaos AD and the Secret Skindred set, which were both banger after banger. And finally, I'll read the rest of these out on the second part of this review. Chris Henderson had an amazing year. Sad I missed the meetup. That is sad to always miss the meetups, normally one of the best bits. Electric Six, obviously amazing for me. Bloodywood were the most unexpected, brilliant performance of the weekend. Think I pretty much enjoyed everyone I saw. Had a laugh in the pits dressed as a hobbit. Oh my God. We'll see some photos, please. Although capes are not conducive to being safe in a pit, I don't think you should be wearing a cape in a pit. Not good.
No.
Also realized my body can no longer take 4 days drinking and not getting much sleep. Well, I think that can be said for everyone.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Right here on the podcast. So thank you very much for those guys. Yeah, I'll read the rest of the ones out in the next episode. And thank you very much for sending them in. So moving on to Thursday. I won't ask Adam Coxey because I know now he wasn't feeling rough on Thursday, because for me, my most hungover morning always at Download is Thursday morning. It's the worst one. So Adam, brother of mine, how were you feeling on Thursday morning?
You know what? Not as bad as I thought I was going to be.
Okay.
Bearing in mind, we were in guests, so you wake up, you've got everything there that you need. Everything's there. You've got the toilets, amazing toilets, by the way, in guest. They're like
they're the fancy ones like last time. Yeah.
No, they're better than that. They're not just a little cubicle that's like really nice. It's like an actual bathroom. You walk in there and it's got a sink in there. It's got urinals in the same thing as the cubicles. It's like going into the toilet in the pub.
Oh, wow.
But like really nice and clean. There was a lady who was just standing by them the whole festival, going in and making sure they're topped up with stuff and cleaning them in between and stuff like that. I was having a shit, right? And this, the rules. When you're in a toilet, right, and there's two cubicles, you don't talk to the person in the other cubicle, or you don't say anything. Like, that's the rules, isn't it? You're not supposed to say anything out loud, right? But she came in while me and this fella were having a shit, knocking on the door going, "Have you got enough toilet roll in there?" And we both went, yeah, we're all good. And then afterwards, I was like, oh, she made us break the rule, man, because I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude to the lady. But then me and that guy, and I guarantee he was thinking the same thing. It's like, fuck, we just broke the golden rule and spoke while we were having a shit.
That is a rule. The only time you can speak to someone in the cubicle next to you is if you have no toilet paper.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only time you can.
I don't think I could ever do that.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Walk?
No, that's an exception.
Go in I check before I go in.
Well, I always bring wipes in with me. I always have wipes with me anyway when I go to the toilet at festivals. But yeah, it was probably one of the best poos I've ever had at Downloads. It was great. It's just sitting on a normal toilet. It's a proper porcelain toilet.
I say now, right, from experience, the guy next to him wasn't saying anything for long because he would have passed out after about 4.5 seconds of that coming out of his arsehole.
Yeah, true. But no, me and Dean woke up. We cooked ourselves some bacon sandwiches, which Adam joined us for.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bacon.
Adam came over. Yeah, so we bought we had to buy our disposable barbecue from Fat Frank's this year because they no longer are allowed to sell them at the co-op. No disposable barbecues. They just said, we went in there, we asked, we're not allowed to sell them anymore, and that's all they could tell us.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, yeah. So we had some breakfast, we had some drinks. Well, we had a couple of iced coffees, not Polish ones.
Standard.
Just normal ones. And it was not too bad. We chilled out for a while and then rinse and repeat. Start getting fucked up around 1 o'clock, and then we're good to go.
All right, wait. We'll talk about the meetup in a different. Did you went to the meetup though, right, Ad?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Right, so we'll go on to Coxey, and then we'll talk about the meetup sort of as Coxey gets to it in his story. So you were up pretty early then.
About 9 o'clock. Yeah, I slept for like 11.5 hours with a waiting period in the middle. Yeah, I know. It was weird. The best night's sleep I've ever got in a long time. I normally, like I said, I normally get about 6 hours sleep maximum.
That's so weird.
Yeah, but
That's
yeah,
great.
so I felt great. I got up, went for a walk, I think. I spent quite a bit of money on food the first couple of days. What the hell did I do? I think I was wandering around the guest area, not the guest area, the just District X with Alexander and Roxanne and a couple other people. He was about 4:15. Because I wanted to watch the Metal Roundup podcast. Yeah, that's it. The Metal Roundup podcast, who were on at 4 to 5, which is Steve OG, and a couple other guys. That was really good. I was planning on going back to the tents to get all the Simon Bond masks for the meetup, to give everybody there some masks as well. But no, I just wandered around. I think I got some more food. No, I think I wasn't in the best mood on Thursday. No particular reason. Just sometimes you just get like you're not in much of a social.
You were missing me, weren't you? That's what it was.
No, I wasn't.
No, it's because you didn't get fucked up on a Wednesday. That's what it was.
Yeah, he's like, damn, I should have got mashed.
Something's missing from my life. I know what it is. A horrendous hangover.
You felt too revitalized, and you were at download.
Yeah, you're not supposed to feel that good at download in the morning. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, I think I was looking for a bum bag because I forgot I couldn't find mine before going, and I didn't want to do the arena days without a bum bag. So I walked up to District X to find a bum bag. I never got one in the end. But yeah, I was just wandering around. Like I said, I wasn't in too much of a social mood. And then it got to 8 minutes until the meetup, and I thought I was up by the doghouse at that point. I thought I better walk down to the meetup. And on the way there, somebody shouted "Simon" at me, and I turned around. I was like, "Oh no, I'm Adam, not Simon." And it turned out it was Gareth, who we had on the podcast about 4 years ago. He came on. He was talking about RIP, and I'm pretty sure it was him that said they ended up getting on the main stage around midnight one night somehow, and there was nobody there. And I don't know, just him seeing me, recognizing me. And I remembered his name as well. It came from somewhere. It probably put us both in a pretty pumped mood after that. It was just a cool random 5 seconds. And after that, I was in a fantastic mood for the meetup then. I was just like, yeah, okay, this is cool. Let's do this. It's weird.
That is weird, considering last year before the meetup, you were in the most jovial mood I've ever seen you. Half twatted, wearing that fucking Fat Frank's hat.
Yes.
Oh, that was so good. That was great.
I was quite drunk. I remember. Yeah, cheers.
I remember because you were saying something like, "Oh yeah, and we'll sponsor you," and you went, "No, hold on a minute. You're supposed to sponsor us."
Yeah.
He was definitely already half cut before last year's meetup. So how did the meetup go? How was it? Was there some familiar faces, some new faces? I've seen that some people, they just said it was great to meet everyone. So what happened?
It was great. I'll just be talking for a lot. Do you want to start, Adam, or do you want me to?
Yeah, of course, mate. No, I'll go. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, me and Dean. I think me and Dean got there before Adam. You turned up a little bit after us, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
No, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it was the other way around. I think you called us over because we were walking and we're like, "Where the fuck?"
Oh yeah, you were about to walk past.
And you were like, "Oh yeah, over here." But no, it was good. I spent most of my time talking to James. Is it James? Yeah, it's James, isn't it?
Probably.
The tall guy.
Yes.
Yeah, the big fella. The big, yeah.
Yeah, big tall fella.
Big guy. Ex-military guy. Him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cool. I met him last year as well.
Yeah, he was there last year.
And I was talking to him for a lot of the time until someone else came over. I can't remember his name either, but he was there last year, and he was just force feeding us all weird drink concoctions that he had in his bag.
That was Dylan. That was Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan. Yeah, and he had a massive buzz ball as well.
Classic Dylan.
That was very nice. Yeah.
Dylan's one of our originals. Dylan is one of the original
Right, yeah.
Downloads,
I've met him.
big
I've met him a few times, but I'm terrible. I'm really good with faces, but I'm terrible with names.
Yeah.
Um,
I always
but
bump
yeah,
into
yeah, and he was cool, and
stock as
then
well as downloads.
yeah,
So sure he's
yeah,
going.
and obviously I spoke to Alex and a few other people. But yeah, no, it was good. It was decent. Yeah, everyone seemed to be having a good time. Everyone just having a
What was the
chit chat.
weather like? Because like last year was like the perfect sunset weather,
It
but this year,
wasn't
first 2 days
raining at
were a
that
bit.
point.
Yeah.
It wasn't raining. The ground was still wet because it had rained previous, and I'm pretty sure it rained afterwards as well. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't raining during the meetup. Is that right, Ad?
Yeah, no, it wasn't raining while we were there.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
Yeah,
Nice.
cool.
But yeah, no, it was good. It was good. I had a good time meeting some people.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd had a couple of beers, so I wasn't twatted like I was last year. But I had a couple, I was pretty buzzing. But yeah, we ended up being there for about an hour and a half, and I don't know how. Time just flew by. Because yeah, we left to was it to get food or did it go and watch somebody?
Yeah, we went to get food, and then we went to watch someone, and then obviously then we were all waiting around because we wanted to get there early for 5, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, like you said, Dylan turned up a little bit late this year actually. Paul was there. I can never remember his surname. Is it Paul Woodcock or Woodhouse, something like that? And at the time, I remember thinking, okay, Dylan's not here, so Paul is the only person who has been to all 4 meetups.
Oh, nice.
But I can't remember. Was Alexander at the first one? I don't remember. I haven't looked at those pictures for ages.
Yeah, I'll have to look.
Yeah.
Because
But
the first one we was by the doghouse, right by the doghouse, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That was the
yeah.
first year.
That was cool. We had that big picture by was it ice cream truck or something
Yeah.
like that?
Did you get any? Did you get any
Yeah.
group pictures this time?
No, I didn't. I was too busy.
You can remember to do these things.
How many have you taken? I was going around the last 2 years taking all the pictures.
I say to everyone, make sure we get pictures. Everyone take pictures.
If anybody else took pictures, let me know. Yeah. It wasn't my shift this year.
Yeah, it was. It was all your shifts this year.
I know.
Don't look
Yeah.
Don't look at me. I just work here, mate.
Don't worry. Next year we will be more stringent with group pictures.
Yes, we will. But yeah, there was another person. Harley was really cool to me. He only stopped by briefly. I have to apologize when he was walking over to me. I was like, Mikey, could you remember the short blonde Scottish guy from the first year?
Yeah, of course.
It was Mikey, wasn't it, or Mike?
I think so, Mike. Yeah.
And I thought Harley was him, and I was like, you've returned because I haven't seen him for a couple of years. And he was like, no, I'm Harley. I was like, shit, sorry.
Jesus Christ!
But Harley said he was at the first one and met Mike or Mikey.
Who knows?
Maybe some kind of mix up. I still need to look at the pictures from the first one.
Yeah, have a look.
But yeah, that was cool. Meeting Ben Sacconi for the first time. He's been in a Discord chatting to us for ages, many years now. So yeah, it was really nice to meet him properly. Joe as well. Joe turned up. Like you said, Adam, your terrible names. So am I. Like there were some of these people I had seen before, but like straight away, like I was like, oh yeah, what's your name, man? And then his name was, oh yeah, of course you are. Yeah, I know that. I should have known that as well. Anyway, I did the same to Ben. It was like, what's your name, man? Ben. Oh yeah. Oh, all right. Should have looked at your face first, shouldn't I?
It takes a while for the names and faces to mix.
Yeah,
but don't ask. Don't ask people's names.
That's because you're scum.
As simple
That's
as that. I shake their hand and I say it's nice to meet you. Or
you don't care because you're not permanently a part of this podcast. Anyway, moving on.
That's a bit rude, isn't it?
No, but seriously though, thank you to everyone that came.
Yeah.
Pick up. You know, it always is awesome meeting you guys. I'm sure it was the same for these guys this year. It's great when you lot meet each other. We've already seen people in the Discord saying, "Oh, it was great to meet everyone." You know, not just to come and meet us, to meet each other, because we all talk to each other in the Discord so much. So it's so nice to put names to faces and to meet people in the flesh. So, and we will obviously be doing it again next year, bigger, better, and uncut, like it says on a load of those old school DVDs. skip to the end. We'll sorry, the Shaun of the Dead reference. No, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So Fünf, which is 5 in German.
Mate.
What? Okay, was it as packed as last year? I've heard that the performance was really good compared to Vengaboys, because Vengaboys is just like a funny little act, isn't it? Whereas 5 are actually performers, like properly.
Yeah.
So give me the lowdown. What happened?
So I remember when they were on turning round, and it was rammed, absolutely rammed. I don't know if it was more rammed than the Vengaboys. I'm not quite sure. If it wasn't, then it was close. I think.
Yeah.
And as the performance goes, they were fucking fantastic. They were absolutely. I think they blew a lot of people away. I think they surprised a lot of people. I think they had a live band on stage with them, and they rocked it up a little bit. They rocked it up a little bit. They knew where they were. They knew who they were playing to, and I think that they gave it a little bit more oomph than they normally would have done in their recorded tracks.
Yeah,
I thought I fucking loved all of it. I thought it was fantastic. Me, Adam, and Dean were all there together, and I thought it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah. I mean, but they were on at like, was it 11 or half 11? I don't remember what we did between the meetup and 5, but I'm sure we did something cool. Like you said, we were all there together.
No, we didn't do anything, dude. I think we just ate and drunk.
Yeah.
You just ate. You just went from vendor to vendor.
Yeah.
Eating.
No, I must have gone back to the tent because I was drinking Hobgoblin that night, and I remember having 5 on me as we were walking up to Fudge 5.
Oh,
like
no, you're right.
Pocket,
you're right. You're right.
Pocket, and one.
Yeah, you're right, because we stopped. We got food. Then I think we walked down. Me and Dean went off to the co-op to get some ice. You went off to your tent. We went to our tent, and we came back with a load of drinks, didn't we?
Yeah, and I must come to your tent to meet you. But yeah,
yes.
we were quite far back, and I'm not as tall as Adam, so I couldn't see the stage as well. But I would say it sounded amazing. Sometimes you don't get the best sound in the doghouse.
I was going to say, I'm surprised that you guys are saying it sounds so good, because everything sounds like dog shit in the doghouse, literally.
Yeah, it sounded so good this year. That is the only time I went in the doghouse this year, actually, I think. Jeez. So I can't compare it to any other acting.
I'm not an every night doghouse man as well, like Adam is. Adam.
Well, the music, normal music in the doghouse sounds fine. Yeah. So when you're in there for like the nightclubby stuff, it's fine, and you get so drunk you don't fucking notice anyway. To be honest,
but it's always it's always tinny as all hell.
I didn't see any other performances in the doghouse this year, so I can't compare it to anything else. But from previous years, like Adam just said, it sounded really good. It's like the sound was great. Like we were quite far back, and we could hear everything. It was loud. It was great.
Yeah, because there have been times when we've been in there, and we're like, yeah, it sounds really quiet, and we're like, they haven't got those middle speakers on. We're in the middle.
Yeah,
they should put them on so we could hear it, not just the front ones.
Yeah, I know. And listen, like me and Adam have done sound man stuff before. It can be a difficult thing to do, but it feels like consistently, apart from that first year, 2022, where it was outside, where it sounded really good.
Yeah.
It's sounded terrible since it's been indoors. So I'm quite surprised you guys are saying that the sound was really good. But fair enough, if it was just Five's sounds themselves.
Maybe it sounds better when it's full. Maybe I've got so much sound reflecting off of the concrete and absorbed by.
True.
I don't know. There's going to be lots and lots of things involved. In that.
But so they played the hits. I'm guessing all the hits. Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Oh, the goddamn hits.
All the bangers. All the bangers.
All I've seen from people is that they were absolutely great. And everyone had a good time, which is exactly what you want from this kind of nostalgia act that plays all the hits, and that's you go home happy, I'm guessing. So I'm guessing, Coxie, you went home to bed, and then Adam, you stayed out, right?
Yeah, and went home at the same time as I did the previous night. Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I stayed out for a little bit. I mean, because it didn't finish till 12. But yeah, I think it might have been like 1 o'clock I went back. 3 o'clock for you.
Oh, late
But,
for you. Very, very late for you.
Yeah.
Cool. So before we get to Friday, the first day of bands, I just want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Broken Day Clothing. I saw loads of things they were tagged in over this weekend. Some people got tagged they were wearing our Dear Download shirts. Some people got tagged in just random Broken Day Clothing shirts. So it looked like a lot of people were repping Broken Day this year at Download. So yeah, like these guys are absolutely fantastic. They do amazing designs. Our designs are just incredible. I'm so glad people were wearing them at this year's festival. And all the rest of their stuff is just great. All their slogan t-shirts, their band t-shirts, their homage t-shirts. They're just an amazing company. We're really glad to be working with them. So big up Broken Day. Go to brokendayclothing.com, pick yourselves up a Dear Download t-shirt, and then grab something else from there as well. Now we move on to the day of band. It is Friday at Download Festival 2026. Adam, brother of mine, were you hungover on Friday?
Yes, but not as much. The second day is always a little bit easier.
You were.
I find with downloads, it's the first hangover day which is the worst, and the last. The ones in between are normally quite fine.
Yeah.
So I was all right. Me and Dean woke up. We
What time?
did our ablutions.
What time did
you wake up?
Probably about 1 maybe.
No, I was going to ask you both. Were you early into the arena? But clearly Adam wasn't this year. So
I was into the arena for 2:30 this year.
That's not bad for you. That's pretty good.
Because I didn't want to miss the first band that I wanted to see. So
okay,
but yeah, I was in early.
When did we have the drinks mixer? Was that Friday or Saturday?
That was Saturday. I didn't go, remember, because I was dead.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Ignore everything I've just said.
Okay.
That was Saturday when I was completely dead to the world.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Cox, did you get up nice and early on the Friday?
Yeah. Yeah. I was in the arena for the first band.
Nice.
So I've been confused again about what happened. When I said I was talking to the people at RIP, I thought that was Friday, but it wasn't. It was Saturday. I can still talk about it this episode, though, right at the end. What happened a little bit because that was very cool. But yeah, so I think I was up really early. I was considering getting in to see Caskets. This was going to be about 2 hours before they were on. And I think I went for a walk. And normally at that point, I go, I'm not going to get in for the first band. It's too much effort. But I was up, wide awake, moving around. And, excuse me. Yeah, I just sort of thought, I'm gonna go for Caskets. So I got there about 20 minutes before they were on. So I walked around the arena for a little bit. Yeah, Caskets were really good. I really enjoyed them.
No, what were they on? What stage?
Second stage.
Nice.
Yeah, just before they were on, I actually bumped into a guy I was talking to after the live show last year for about 40 minutes, I think it was. A guy called Duncan. Yeah, really cool guy as well. Chatted to him for a little bit before they were on. It was very nice and offered me some sun cream because it was kind of cloudy before that and the sun was coming out a little bit. And I said to him, I didn't bring any. And he said, I got some in the bag. And being polite in English, I was like, no, I'll be all right. It's not that sunny. I'm used to the sun. I'm out all day. But it
Don't
did.
Refuse it.
After about 20 minutes, the sun came out quite a bit more.
Yeah.
So I had to sort of tap him in between songs like, can I take you up on that offer of sun cream? Because it's burning a little bit now. But yeah, that was cool.
No,
yeah,
bumping
into Duncan
before we
again.
get ahead to anything, how was the sight of the new giant main stage?
What do you mean the site?
Like when you walked in and you saw the sort of the main stage is the biggest it's ever been at Download.
Oh yeah, it's cool, dude. It's cool.
Was there a noticeable difference between last year's stage and this stage, or was it just it looks different?
It looks different. It does. It does look different, Adam. Jesus. It looks different. Size wise, You can tell it's
Feels
bigger,
the same.
but only when you get closer.
Get you, yeah.
Oh, I just thought it was
From a
small from a distance.
From but from a
That reminds me of
distance.
Father Ted. Dougal.
Yeah.
These ones are close.
Oh, that's so
These
good.
ones are really far away.
Far away.
See, I wasn't going
But
to.
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
going to say the reference, but these guys have to because that's how they communicate.
Yeah, it's
true.
our
I
thing.
was going to hint at it, and you guys make the rest up.
Thank
guys
you.
figure
You
the
can
rest
do that.
out.
Continue.
But yeah, I think you can't really tell from a distance, to be honest, until you get closer
Yeah.
and you think, "Oh shit, yeah, this is massive," and they've changed.
Yeah, so they
The
now
Ted-
incorporate the LED pillars into
Yes.
part of the show, which is pretty cool.
Correct, and obviously you can see more of the stage from being in the middle now. So where before, because they've removed that big box
Yeah.
thing that they had there, and they've got two smaller tents that they put to the sides instead.
Yeah.
They did the same in
that they
2023 when it sold out. So you got
Yes.
more
Oh, did they?
space
I couldn't
behind it
remember.
to see.
Yes, that's right. So for a few bands that day, I was standing pretty much dead center,
That's
watching
cool.
them head on, which
Yeah.
was much better because normally that bloody stupid thing gets in the way, and you're like, I just want to watch the band, like this.
Yeah, it's annoying because then the crowd, if you look behind, it's
Separates.
split.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a big gulf in the middle, and when you see images from things like Rock am Ring, for instance, there's no gap in the crowd. It's just crowd. It looks much more pleasing to the eye when you see just crowd.
Correct.
Like
Yeah. I agree.
And
Obviously, they had the Metallica pillars back. Obviously, that's just a staple at Download now since 2023.
I love the way that they just ripped Metallica off. They were just like, right, these are so good. We're just going to completely rip off your idea and just take these and make them our own.
Yeah, they're fantastic. They're really good.
Yeah, that is cool.
And I think people would have
Very
just
cool.
expected them, and they would have been disappointed if they didn't have them after that. So Download maybe had no choice. They were like, "Oh, do you know what?
I think we were all in
gotta
awe,
get
though,
them."
weren't we?
I would have been annoyed.
When we first walked into that arena in 2023, we were like, these are amazing. Like, we were all blown away by them. So I think you're right. If they didn't bring them,
and then we found out that it was just Metallica that had them. Do you remember that? Yeah, we were like, oh, we're not going to have these again. This is just while Metallica were playing. And then, behold, obviously, when we turned up next year, they had them. We were like, oh, sick.
Yeah, to be fair, if you're doing dick measuring, Metallica's were bigger, but we won't go there. We'll, we won't do any of that.
Mind you, they seemed bigger this year than they did last year.
I don't know.
Unless the screens on them are slightly bigger, but I thought they were they looked.
If they upgraded the stage, they might have upgraded the pillars as well.
Yeah, don't
know. I have to look into that.
Don't quote me on that, but I think maybe they were bigger.
Okay,
possibly.
We'll get some input on that. So yeah, in the Discord, tell us if anyone's got any information on that. We'd love to hear from you. Sorry, I've interrupted. So, Adam, your first band was Caskets.
Yeah.
Good, decent, good.
Oh
band?
yeah, really
you
good.
Like them?
Yeah, really good. Not the kind of band you would like. I can't remember what you thought when you listened to them.
I think I said that they were good, but it just wasn't really my type of type of thing.
It's typical modern metalcore with pop choruses. But I said there's a few bands like that just pulled me in, and Caskets was one of them.
Or Caskets. If you're from the north. Caskets or Caskets. We all say Caskets though, don't we? Because we're from.
No, I say Caskets.
Yeah, of course.
Caskets.
Do you say Caskets?
I've been
You're further down the wheel. How can you say Caskets?
Can I say Caskets? I don't know. But is it a basket or a basket? Basket or basket?
It's a basket, mate.
It's not a basket.
It's a basket.
It's a basket.
Listen, right? We're from the capital, okay? That means we have the number one.
We speak correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The capital, okay?
Everybody else who's above or below London, they're saying it wrong.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
That's the rules.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Do you want me to tell you what I done more over the weekend?
What?
That's what you say. I done this.
All
the time. I'm hoping the listeners are laughing at you right now.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
every second of it.
Okay.
Adam, brother of mine, who was your first band of the day on Friday, brother?
My first band was POD.
Ooh, Adam Coxey, were you
Yeah.
also at Pod?
Yes. Yeah. So I messaged Adam saying, "Where are you guys standing for POD?" Rubbish signal, so he either didn't get it or something. But about 4 songs in, I saw him walk in front of me. You and Dean. So I got to join them.
I remember because I turned around and we were just walking, and you know how hard it is to find people when you're trying to find someone at Download. I just turned around and he was behind me. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Dean, look." He said, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Have you been following us?"
He did. He literally spotted you and followed you.
Yeah, he literally spotted us. Yeah. So I'm going to see where these guys are going.
Well, I've only heard very positive things about POD. Apparently, they were friggin' awesome, and some of the people's band of the weekend. So were good. And did they play the hits?
Yeah, again, they played all their hits. I mean,
Yeah.
people use festivals like this as an opportunity to play all of their hits because it's what you do. You know, the headliners do it. You play all your big songs, you play all your popular songs, and I think most people who are just playing the festival in general try to do that. They were fantastic, dude. They were great. Everyone seemed to be enjoying it. Everyone who was standing around where we were, and yeah, they sounded good. We were reasonably close, not too far away. We were left of stage where we were watching from. Yeah, and it was good. Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah.
Coxey, good stuff.
Yeah. Agree. Yeah, really good.
Nice. They're not. I think I've seen them, but I also think I might not have seen them, and I really do. Their first 3 albums are just flawless.
Fantastic.
Just flawless all the way through. So really great band, and one of the ones that is on my list of annoyances that I missed this year. Like really annoyances.
Have you, if you were to take a guess, Simon, what song would you say or think that they would have opened up with?
Boom?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it was as well.
Yeah.
Because it's a good punchy song that just gets the crowd going. Everyone was jumping. Yeah, it was wicked. It was cool.
Yeah, when you have everyone singing, boom, here comes the
of course. Yeah.
Everyone riled up. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I do think a lot of bands start too slowly. Like some bands start and they start with like one of their slower ones because they want to build into the set. But I always prefer when a band just comes out with a barn burner straight away, like just a boom straight into it, and then everyone's just like, "This is great." So I always prefer that with sets for most bands, anyway. Adam, Coxey, did you see anything before POD, or was that literally next on your list?
It was literally next. Yeah, there wasn't much time in between the 2 bands.
Okay, where did you end up next then after POD?
Guest area. We went to get some drinks, didn't we?
Oh, you both went there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to get some drinks. And then I went straight back to the main stage for the band that was playing after POD.
And who was that?
Who's that?
Hollywood Undead.
Ah, nice.
So before I get into that, I'd done something this year that I haven't done in a long, long time. And that was, I saw apart from the first band that played, from POD onwards, I saw every single band on the main stage that day.
Oh my God!
Nice.
You have not done that
I didn't. That's been a long, long time, but it was all bands that I wanted to see. And it's normally, I don't spend a lot of time at the main stage. It's normally the other way around. Like last year, me and you we barely even saw the main stage because we were just seeing Intense and we were all over the place. This year on the Friday, I saw every single band that played on the main stage. I didn't watch any other bands in any other stage.
I think the last time we done that was like 2009, maybe, where we.
That's what I mean. That's the main stage. As I was looking at it on the day, I was like, "Fucking!" I was like, "I'm not going anywhere today. This is it. This is me."
It's too good.
And I was trying to rack my brain to think of the last time I actually did that, and I couldn't think.
That was probably the last time we camped up on the main stage for an entire. It just shows you actually Download's undercard booking over the last 3 or 4 years has been pretty immaculate, really, hasn't it? From
Yeah.
on most stages. Really, they don't leave many gaps for you to
No.
not to fill with a band. So how were Hollywood Undead?
I thought they were absolutely great. Again, it felt very much like POD. It was, an old school band. They've been around for a long time. Everyone just seemed to have the same sort of vibe. It was just straight after POD. They played all their hits. They done a couple of covers. They sung "Sweet Caroline" for some reason. the whole crowd was singing "Sweet Caroline." It was amazing. Yeah, they were really good. I never. It's the first time I've seen them as well, I believe. They may have played Download before, I don't know, and I might have seen them and forgotten.
I've played Download a few times, but I don't know.
Yeah, and so I probably have seen them, but I remember this because it's fresh in my memory. I didn't realise how much of an interchangeable band they are. So when you hear them on record, right, you just think it's just a load of rappers, but they're all musicians. So through every song, a different person was picking up a guitar and a different instrument, and they were switching. And Charlie C was rapping, but then on the next song he was playing guitar. One of the other guys was doing most of the rapping and stuff like that. And I didn't realize that's what they did. I thought they were just, and they're all like, I remember them. None of them wear masks anymore. There's zero masks.
Okay.
Because they used to wear masks, didn't they? That was obviously their thing.
Yeah.
They don't wear masks anymore. But they sounded really good. They all wicked, really really cool. I enjoyed them thoroughly.
Nice. So after the guest Coxie, where did you find yourself?
I went back to the campsite for a bit because there wasn't anybody. Oh yeah. I was trying to work out whether I was going to bother going back, and it turned out it's going to be about 2.5 hours until there was anybody I wanted to see. So yeah, I went back to the campsite, drank some more beer, probably got some more food. So yeah, I was just back at the camp for a bit.
And where did you head after when you got back? Who was the next band that you really wanted to see?
Story of the Year.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, obviously, but wait, I think maybe Adam saw. Wait, did they?
No.
Did they headline that stage? No,
they weren't on main stage, so I didn't see them.
No. Okay. No. So, Coxie, how were one of your favourite bands?
Incredible. So I actually got that. I put a video up a couple of days ago on our socials of me walking up to that area because it's a new area. It was the Avalanche stage. That was the first time I'd been up there, and I thought, I'm going to film this. I'm going to film this walk to show sort of where it is. And it seemed to have kind of blown up a little bit, which is cool. It was, who was it on before them? I've got it here. Sleep Theory were on before them, who, as we know, are absolutely massive from one album. They went massively viral. So the tent was really, really busy. It was really packed before as I got there while they were just finishing off. I went and got 2 beers. And I just sort of walked around the area. I walked like all around to the other side of the Avalanche stage, just to see it, just to see the area, see what it was like around the other side. And Sleep Theory finished.
Weird not having it where it was. Like, if you both went to the Avalanche stage over the weekend, was it weird, or was it better in this new spot? Do you think it worked better?
I think it's better. Yeah,
I think it's better as well. I agree.
Yeah,
I think it feels like it should have always been there, and where it was before was a bit stupid. That's how I felt about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to keep an equidistant gap between the stages, which is why it was kind of there.
Yeah,
but I think that I didn't see it with my eyes, but looking on the map, it just seemed like this was a better idea, better place to put it.
Yeah, I think the old area, a lot of people would use that as like a chill out area as well. You'd always see people just sat around on the outside. I mean, you get that at the Dogtooth stage as well, but most of the people there are watching the main stage while they're sat around. But yeah, it's just chilling out, eating food. And I think it feels the same. People will just go there just to chill out. It's on a hill, it's on a slope now. So if you're at the back of the tent, you'll be able to see the stage as well. Again, unlike the Dogtooth, which is uphill. So if you're at the back, you can't do anything.
That's weird standing there sometimes because you're like kind of feel I'm at a really weird angle in this place, and I spend probably most of my time these days in the Dogtooth, which is
It could be uphill, downhill. Doesn't make any difference to me, mate.
Nah.
Oh, that's true.
I
No,
see.
but
I see above all
knees,
like an eagle.
Your knees, it
Oh,
will.
my knee. Oh, my knees are fucked, but my eyesight, I can see it all, mate.
But yeah, so I went and I grabbed a couple of beers while I was walking around. Did I say that bit? Grabbed a couple of beers, walked around the area for a bit until Sleep Theory finished, and the tent emptied. Story of the Year weren't anywhere near as busy as Sleep Theory, but again, Sleep Theory, one of these bands that have just blown up through, or gone viral through short form videos.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're bound to be more popular.
I like Sleep Theory. I would have gone to see them if it wasn't for the band that I was seeing on the main stage.
But yeah, so I got there. So they've actually got it in sort of two different sections. They have like a barrier about maybe a quarter of the way up the tent, maybe not that, maybe an eighth. So it's not very far from the front of the stage. And I got in there and I thought, I'm just going to stand with my back to this first barrier, so I could see. But I had 2 beers and I didn't have a bum bag at that point either, so I don't want to get too close into the front of the stage. Roxanne found me. I knew she'd be there at some point somewhere because she loves them.
Nice.
Probably a little bit more than I do, maybe just as much, I would say. But she, she really likes them as well. I took some videos that I want to put up on our social medias as well, but I was singing. I realized this morning when I was listening to watching one back, I was like, oh no, well,
ruined.
I literally every song of theirs I would have sang along to. So yeah, I can't put those up because I'm singing. But yeah, incredible. I even said to Roxanne as well, though, actually, if I hadn't seen them on the tour they recently did here, because I'd never seen them before that, I would have been bawling my eyes out at that point, where after waiting, I think since 2005, since In the Wake of Determination album.
It's a long wait to see a band that you really love. It's a long wait to see them, that is.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so good. They sounded so good, it's almost perfect as well.
Sick. Yeah, nice.
Really
fucking awesome. I'm really glad. I know how much you love them, so I'm really glad that you had.
Now left and got 2 more beers.
And if you've never heard Story of the Year, you should definitely go and check them out because they are amazing. Adam, brother of mine, who was next on the main stage of Deload?
I was watching one of my favourite bands of all time, and that is the staple that is Pendulum.
Oh, classic Download staple band.
And it was fucking awesome. I got loads of footage of my glasses that I'll send to you, Simon, of them.
Yes, please.
They were awesome, man.
Cool.
They played some absolute tunes. They played all the bangers. They played. They finished with Tarantula, which is always a great track to finish on. If you remember correctly, they didn't play that last time we saw them. Do you remember? And we were like, they didn't play Tarantula. That was a bit weird. They ended with it this time.
They made you flip out in a different way when they brought Matt Tuck out. Dude,
well, how about this? How about this for this year? They always have a guest on their stage. You know who they brought out? The lead singer of Enter Shikari came out.
Yeah,
he came out, and they did a remix of I always forget the name of the song. What's the name of their song, Simon?
What song? They've got.
Oh no, you don't know it.
Song.
Idiot.
Oh, sorry, you're not a winner.
Thank you. Fucking hell. That's all it took. He came out, he started singing it, and he was like, how about the remix? And then they fucking Pendulum just dropped the beat, and then he sung it like all the way through, and it was fucking awesome, dude. It was so good.
I'd see some footage from that.
So good.
I think Pendulum are one of those bands.
Luke wasn't sure who he was at first, and I turned around to him, and you'll see it on the footage that shows. I went, don't you remember last time when he jumped in the mud? And he went, oh, it's that guy.
It's true. Oh, yeah, he Rue is great, but he doesn't look like the singer of a band. He just looks like a dweeb.
No.
They're fucking awesome. They're one of my favorite bands, but.
I saw a few people wearing the Shikari football shirt as well. The pink one. I really want to get one.
I think they've got a blue and yellow one as well. It's really nice. So like Pendulum are it's weird to say now that Pendulum are a download staple band, but they've been playing the festival for like 20 years, and they come like every 3 or 4 years normally. So
I saw them the first download I went to. They played in 2006. They played back to back with Prodigy. Do you remember Pendulum and then Prodigy straight after?
So that's what I mean. They've just been playing this festival for so long. It's just so cool.
Only thing, right? The only thing I will say is I love watching Pendulum. However, I get to watch Pendulum, I'll watch it and I'll love it. But download, just put them in a fucking tent, please. Put them in a tent.
Yeah, I
put
get
them
that.
inside where it's dark, where you can have the full show, the lights, the everything. It just, when you're listening to a mix of rock and drum and bass, doing it in the daytime doesn't feel right. There's something about, you know what I mean?
That's exactly what I think was wrong when they played in 2023. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But if it was,
and like I said, I'm not. Oh, if I get a chance to see them, I'll watch them whatever stage they're on. Of course I will. But download, put them in a fucking tent next time, please.
I'm in total agreement with this. Total agreement.
That's the only thing I'd say. Otherwise, it was spot on. It was a proper classic Pendulum gig. It was
sick.
Great.
Always good. Adam Cox, what was your next band on your list? What did you do after Story? After you'd brushed the tears from your eyes, what did you do next?
I think I saw a little bit of Cypress Hill. Not very much, so I wasn't really paying too much attention to it, if I'm completely honest. Then I went to the guest area, had a couple more beers, and then caught the second half of Limp Bizkit's set. So I wasn't
okay, we'll get to that.
So yeah, we'll get to that.
Adam, who did you see after the Pendulum then?
So I saw Electric Callboy next on the main stage. I'm not a massive Electric Callboy fan. I like them. I think they've got some good tunes. I don't go out of my way to listen to them. But they were good. They're a lot of fun. They get the crowd going. People enjoy them. I was sitting down further back with Luke and his mates and Dean at this point. I came out after Pendulum. But they were good. They sounded good from far back and stuff as well. And yeah, they were good. I'm pretty sure they done a Metallica cover.
Probably.
I might be making that up, but I'm pretty sure they did.
Actually, did Pendulum play Master of Puppets?
No, not this time.
Oh, okay. They didn't do it in 23 either, which is why I was like, they used to play their version of Master of Puppets, and it's really good.
Well, the thing is, they've had like many albums since then, so they played a lot of their newer stuff as well, which I like. So yeah, so they didn't really get round to it. But yeah, so
you're the same with. I mean, I don't know how Coxie feels about them, but I'm the same Electric Callboy. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to Electric Callboy personally. Like, but if I was to watch them live, I would very much enjoy myself because they're that kind of fun, good, decent band. But I wouldn't call myself an Electric Callboy fan. But if I hear them, I'm always like, that's awesome.
Yeah, same. Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm the same as that. And so yeah, this is a bit weird because the order we're doing it in. But so Electric Callboy were actually on the same time as Story of the Year.
There you go.
So as I was walking up to the Avalanche stage, I turn around and you can see, because there's a big dip in between the two stages, and obviously they both go up again. You could see the whole crowd for the main stage, and it was packed for Electric Callboy. There was so many people there.
They are
very, very popular.
Very, very, very popular. Okay, so after Electric Callboy, what did you watch on the main stage, Ad?
Cypress Hill, who were absolutely fantastic. First time seeing them, never seen Cypress Hill before. I loved it. I thought it was, again, I was further back and still sitting down for it, but I could really sit there and enjoy it and listen to all of it, and I loved it. I thought they were great.
They're on my list of bands I'm annoyed that I didn't watch this year, because they've always been a band that I've wanted to see in some capacity.
Dude, I've seen 3 bands this year that you haven't seen. That rarely happens with me and you. It's always you see bands that I haven't seen, and I've seen 3 bands this year that you never got to see.
You are knocking me out the park.
Yeah, that's it, mate. I'm winning this year.
So let's talk about Friday's headliner, Limp Bizkit. Now, what I've heard from this show, that the show was fine, but it didn't feel like a headliner slot. Could have easily been a sub-headliner show, although it was good. It was pretty basic. How did you guys find Limp Bizkit?
So I agree with that statement, but I also disagree with it because when I was there, we were middle-ish and quite reasonably far in. Not to like the mosh pit stage, but like we were in, and I thought it was fucking amazing. But the people are right in saying that it didn't feel like a headline show. It didn't. But that's because I feel that Limp Bizkit don't need all the bells and whistles, and they say it themselves. They bring them and their music, and that's it.
Yeah, they never do.
They don't. I've seen them in their own shows, in their own day festivals where they've headlined 2 years ago when I went to see them, and it was the same thing. But I thoroughly enjoyed it because I don't think you have to have all the flair and stuff. And I know so it goes really well with some bands, but I think it would be weird if Limp Bizkit had loads of lights and all explosions and all this kind of shit. I don't think it would fit them. I think they're the entertainment.
They did in the early.
Yeah, maybe.
2001, 2003, they did have a lot more of a show than they do now. Now they really rely on the material rather than the show. But then it was a bit more 70-30. They had a little bit of a show and then the songs. So
yeah. But from where I was standing, it's Limp Bizkit. They're one of my favorite bands ever. And me and the people that I was with just absolutely relished it and had a fucking sick time listening to them. He sounded great. The band sounded great, like they always do. Then no one's ever gone, "Oh, Limp Bizkit sounded terrible." I don't think that's ever a thing.
no. They've never sounded
ever
terrible.
said. But yeah, Fred was wearing this fucking hilarious wig.
I saw the pictures. I was like,
"Did you see it? It was fucking great."
So stupid.
So I'll get back to that point that I was saying about all young people being pussies. And this happened in pretty much every single band that I saw over the weekend.
I know what you're gonna say.
Somebody's hurt. Somebody's hurt. We've got to stop. Limp Bizkit stopped for 15 minutes. There was no music for 15 minutes. Right? That's not Limp Bizkit's fault, but they have to stop. They're told now. There's no the security or whatever wading their way through, and I get it, I understand, whatever, right? But like that never happened. That never used to happen. That wasn't a thing. And now it was, mate. I'm pretty sure it was every single fucking band I saw. Well,
I've heard that the worst one was Architects. Apparently, Architects got stopped like every 5 minutes.
We'll get onto that in the next episode because I was there. The show was whatever. It was insane, but like that was really annoying, and even the lead singer was fucking pissed off, and I'll talk about that on the next episode. But
we'll do.
But with Bizkit, they stopped for 15 minutes, and everyone's just standing around going, "The fuck, man! If you can't fucking hack it, don't go down there."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm too old to do that now, and I know that, so I don't go into the mosh pits anymore. But these kids, they go down and they think they're invincible, and they don't drink anything, and they don't fucking eat anything, or they go into a pit with fucking people that are fucking 4 times their size, and they get knocked the fuck out. Literally, Limp Bizkit, that was intended. You get knocked the fuck out. Hey, because their mouse writing checks that their ass can't cash. Do you know what I mean? That's exactly what was happening. There was so many people getting hurt this year. It was so fucking annoying. And I hope these people are okay. I don't wish anything harm towards anyone, but I'm just like, it's just constant. It felt like it is
weird that I mean, that does happen occasionally at Download. We've all experienced it, but apparently everyone was saying that it was such a regular occurrence this year. Like so many shows stopped all the time. I don't know what was different about this year compared to other Downloads, but apparently over the entirety of the weekend, there were a hell of a lot of sets that was stopped consistently.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the security have they been told, or there's been a rule change or something, but like it just seems like Everyone's a fucking pussy. Just stop being a pussy. Fucking
We need that on a t-shirt, right? We need download next year's t-shirt. Dear Download, right? Dear Download 2027. Everyone's a pussy.
Yeah. Listen, pop your fucking tampon in and get on with it like everybody else, for God's sake. Just
very
you ruin everybody else's. Yeah, I'm sorry, and like I said, I don't want anything. I don't wish any bad things, and I feel sorry for the people that got hurt. But just don't be a pussy.
I understand it's annoying.
Right?
If you don't think you can, if you've seen a pit, if you don't think you can handle it, maybe you shouldn't go in. But that's a learning curve that we've all been through before. So it's that.
I was fully ready to argue against you, and then you turned me round through that speech.
I won an argument I didn't even know I was having.
Yeah,
this is fantastic.
You'd make a good politician.
No, I was gonna say, like, who knows what it could be. Maybe more people just want to crowd surf these days. But there's not as many people around to actually crowd surf them, and they get dropped. But I did think the whole world is revolving around getting pictures and social media now and videos. Maybe, like you said, if you can't handle it, don't go down there. Maybe it is people just wanted to go down there. They're trying to be Stu. Stu is a big bloke. He can handle it. He can go in the pit with a GoPro. And you can walk out of it. But maybe it is more people just trying to get decent close videos of the band, and then they get in the pit and they can't handle it. Who knows? I think it is good that they do stop it, because there have been deaths at festivals. We talked about it with Guns N' Roses. It was in 1992. I know that was a long time ago.
1988 at Donington.
Yeah,
people have actually died at Donington in the crowd. So it does happen.
I don't remember.
How will Limp Bizkit for you?
What's that?
How will Limp Bizkit for you then?
They were good. Yeah, I enjoyed them. I can't remember what song I came into. Maybe Nookie. But I only caught like the second half of it when it was just getting dark, I think. Like I said, I was in the guest area, just drinking some beers with a friend, just chatting for ages, just constantly. We could hear it, but we didn't intend for it to go on for that long, but we were just chatting and having a laugh. It was great. And so at this point, I was quite drunk. I had drank quite a bit. So I mean,
making up for Wednesday.
Yeah, pretty much. I made up for Wednesday for most of the weekend. I was drinking pretty much the whole time after Wednesday. But I really enjoyed Limp Bizkit. You know, a lot of people were saying it was strange that he had the lyrics on the screen behind him. They're doing something different. He's taking a leaf out of Wes Borland's book. He's gone like, okay. He probably hated Wes Borland for the attention that he got for so many years. But now he's just gone, let's do something different as well. Let's do something other headliners don't do.
I like that. I mean, bands do it, Bring Me Have It occasionally for some of their songs in the background. So bands do it sort of every
I thought it was really cool that they did that. I mean, especially since like Simon said, there is this like new metal wave happening that's like this new 2000s metal is coming back now. Maybe a lot of people only are just starting to get back into or getting into Limp Bizkit, and they've got all the words up there so they can sing along with everyone else, all us old bastards who know all the words anyway, so I thought it didn't bother me at all. I thought it was quite good.
I'm in agreement. I think it's not.
I thought it was good. But I really enjoyed it. I was happy with them being a headliner, if I'm honest. But I understand the arguments that people were putting forward that it felt like it could have been a sub-headlining act with somebody else coming on after. I can understand that, but they were fine for me.
It did feel very similar to the last time they played, where they were the supporting act, but it was so rammed in there because it was weird because it was the opposite way around. Because last time it felt like they should have been a headliner because it was so busy for an undercard. But now this year people are saying the opposite thing. It was like, well, now they shouldn't be headlining, or it didn't feel like a headline slot. It's like, make your fucking mind up, will you? Jesus. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I thought it was fantastic. They played a couple of songs actually, Simon, that you would have appreciated that they haven't played, that they didn't play last time. So they played Dad Vibes, which went down a fucking tree. Dude, and they played Eat You Alive.
Did they?
Yeah, and it was fucking sick.
Okay. They haven't played that in years. Wow.
Yeah. They and then obviously they played all the usual suspects, and they did this new thing that they're doing now where they play Break Stuff twice. They actually made a joke of it at first. So Wes Borland started playing at the beginning, and he went, and Fred went, no, stop. They're not ready for that yet. And then did they? I think they either spoke for a while. I'll have to look back through my footage. They either spoke for a while and then played Break Stuff, or they played another song first and then played Break Stuff. I can't remember because I was also quite drunk at this point. But then they did, obviously, they missed out, obviously, a few songs, which sucked because there was 15 minutes of complete silence. So I don't know what they would have played. I'll have to look up the set list actually to see what songs we could have heard. But then obviously they ended with Break Stuff again. And the thing is, I was annoyed about it when they did it the first time. I've kind of accepted it now because I think the people that don't know Limp Bizkit as well as I know Limp Bizkit are happy to hear that song because it's one of their most uplifting songs they have. It's like the song that gets everybody bouncing and everybody jumping and everybody knows it because it gets played in the clubs and it gets, and it gets played here and there. So it is probably, apart from Rolling, their most popular song of all time.
Yeah, it kind of makes them just feel like a one-hit wonder when they play it twice, which Bizkit are definitely not a one-hit wonder.
Oh, of course they're not. Of course they're
tons of hits. They've sold millions of records, not just based off that one song. And as like a proper hardcore Bizkit fan, it just disappoints me that I just can't hear another Limp Bizkit track. Why do I have to hear Break Stuff twice?
True. They've got enough in their locker from they've
got tons of stuff. They could play bangers for 3-hour set. They've got that many good songs.
Yeah, of course they could.
It just annoys me as a Bizkit fan.
Yeah, it is annoying, but I think I've got a lot more understanding towards it. I understand why they do it.
Mm-hmm.
Would I rather them play something else? Yes, but am I completely annoyed that I get to hear a song that I like twice? No. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah.
Yeah, and then so after Bizkit, what did you guys do with the rest of your evenings for your first proper day of Download Festival?
I'll give you a guess.
Where did he end up? I wonder.
I did exactly the same thing I did the 2 nights previous.
Okay, let's go to someone who does more interesting things. Coxie, what did you do on Friday night?
I don't know. I honestly cannot remember what I did on Friday. What was going on in the doghouse on Friday?
Did you? I never know what's going on in the doghouse unless it's something I'm
but you were
there to see. Yeah, as in I'm just there and I listen to the music. It wasn't like.
No, was Coxie there though? Was he there? Can you vouch?
Was I with you?
Was he there?
I definitely saw Coxie. Maybe I definitely saw you in the doghouse that wasn't 5. I know that for a fact. So it might have been Friday.
Okay. Might have been Friday. I honestly don't remember what I did. I definitely had a much later night.
It's unbalanced. Like Wednesday, he's in bed at 9 o'clock. Friday, he's so drunk.
Remember what he did.
Know where he went. That's so good.
It must have been Friday that I saw you in the doghouse. It must have been. Because I definitely saw you in the doghouse that wasn't when we were watching 5.
Yeah. I remember I walked back to camp really quickly thinking, oh, my legs are still working. Not because I was drunk, because I'd done so much walking. But I mean, I walked so much for work anyway, as I was like, I'm so much faster than everybody else. And there must have been a reason I was trying to get back to the camp quickly. Maybe I wanted to get more drunk.
Maybe you were just going to get more drinks.
Yeah. But then where did I go? I don't know.
Maybe Dean can vouch as a third party on
Yeah.
the next episode.
Find out what I did Friday night. Next episode.
Yeah. On the next
Dean,
episode, we will
hopefully.
find out the truth.
We will. If anyone has any video or photographic evidence of what Mr. Adam Cox was doing on the Friday, please send it in the Discord so we can retrace his steps.
Yeah.
See
Yeah, 'cause
where
we got
well,
to get
you
some
Maybe I
fun
went to
with
bed.
it.
Maybe I went to bed.
yeah,
I
you
don't
obviously
know.
got back to your tent
Yeah.
and you woke up in your tent on Saturday, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So
And I was nice. I wasn't hungover on Saturday. Not going to go into it too much, but I did go and see if Adam and Dean were awake at about 11:30, and no.
No.
I really don't.
That's
Cool.
when the
Yeah,
when the
I don't know.
hangovers start getting bad again. So that's when you sleep in for as long as you can.
So a good first 3 days for you guys then. Good intro to the festival.
Yeah,
You had a grand time.
What I will say is, it was weird you not being there. Not that it was still good. I still had a fantastic time. Don't get me wrong, but I did things a little bit different this year, like just me and Dean camping, just us two in guest. So we went about things in a slightly different way this year. But it was weird not being there, because this is my first download I've ever been to where you haven't been there.
Yeah.
So every single download experience I've ever had has been with you, where this time it wasn't, because I was there, especially for the live show. I was there instead of you for the for the podcast stuff.
Yeah.
But then for the rest of the time, I did what I would normally do, but this time you just weren't there. So it was a bit strange.
Yeah. You didn't have to leave 30 minutes early because Simon Bond gets stopped every 20 feet.
Well, you say that.
Yeah.
There was 5 instances over the weekend of people stopping me and saying,
Nice.
"Oh, well, one person actually knew me by name. They were like, 'Oh, you're Adam, Simon's brother.' But then the other 4 people just went, 'Oh, you're Simon's brother.'"
Nice. Thanks for going up to him, guys, and making him feel important. I like it.
Yeah. And then every time that would happen, Dean would go to me, "You're nothing." He's like really bringing me down. You know how Caesar used to have people whispering in his ear saying like, "You're not God, you're not immortal." That's what Dean was for me. He was like, "No one cares about you, mate." And I was like, "Yeah, fair."
Your jealousy on Dean's part because he how many times was he recognised as the lead singer of Trivium?
None.
None.
0.
I thought if you recognised loads as the lead singer of Trivium, but
No. I think no. It did happen. I'm wrong, but I wasn't there. I'm pretty sure he came up to me and went, "Dude, this fucking guy walked up to me and just like, fucking, are you Matt Heafy?"
He does look so much like.
It was in the guest there as well. I'm pretty sure on the Trivium day as well, so it kind of made sense. The guy must have thought, "Oh fucking hell, I've caught fucking Matt Heafy in the guest area."
Yeah,
we should have somehow got them together for a photo because that would have been the perfect opportunity.
Yeah. We should have done. Can I say something about the guest area? All you fucking RIP fucking wankers need to fuck off and leave our area alone. They've made it bigger. It's bigger in there now. Yeah. But there's more fucking people in there because all the RIP lot are just in there. There's kids in there and shit running around. It's like, what does this wristband not fucking make me important? I'm supposed to be important. Do you know what I mean? And because you can just buy guests now, can't you? As a ticket.
No.
What's that all about? Yeah, you can.
You can. You must have add that area on though, because there were people in there with some crazy wristbands I've never seen before. I don't know where these people are going.
And don't get me wrong, I love the guest area, and I didn't get a drink in the arena other than the guest area because it's still a million times quicker and easier to go in there, get your drinks, and come out, right? But everyone else, just fuck off, please. Let us have our thing, man. Why are you playing with our toys? Do you know what I mean? And we noticed it last year as well, didn't we, Simon? You were like, "Oh fucking hell!" Like they let the RIP people in here now, but I don't think a lot of them knew that last year, so not a lot of them went in there. Where this year it was rammed in there.
It was quite busy. Yeah,
there's kids running around and shit in there.
I think I was saying on the Discord a couple of days ago that the guest area is about as exclusive as a train car in London during rush hour. You need a guest area inside the guest area. So it's like,
and the thing is as
VIP
well, right?
on VIP.
RIP have already got their own area. You've got your thing.
Yeah.
You've got your area. You've got the RIP area that nobody else is allowed to go into.
Yeah, I get it.
So if you want to go somewhere exclusive, fuck off in there, and we'll stay here. Okay.
I hope we're making the RIP people laugh because
back in the day, a lot of the bands used to venture into the guest area because it was normally family and friends or artists or podcast people, whatever. Do you know what I mean? So like, you could run into the bands wouldn't dare step foot in the guest area now.
They're not going to be anywhere near it. Of course they're not.
No. Don't get me wrong. We also this year had these little special press wristbands, so we could, we had access to an area that not everyone does, but that's only because technically we're artists this year, so that's different. But like, if you've got a guest or you've been invited by a band or whatever, you should be able to just hang out with the other families of the bands and interact with the bands. That's what the whole guest area is supposed to be. It's called guest. You're a guest. You've been invited by someone who is important here.
Totally agree. I totally agree with all.
Where now it's just let everyone in. Let fucking everyone and their fucking nan come in. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking stupid, mate.
Well, I'm in agreement with this.
But the bar was great. But I stand by the bar. Even though it was really busy in there this year, the bar was an absolute saviour. And also, there's a funny thing about the bar. So when I was hanging around with Luke and that lot, we were getting them beatbox things, right? And Luke came back from the normal bar with loads of beatbox. He was like, fuck's sake, I can't carry these all. They took all my lids off. Fucking bastard. They cracked all his lids. And then I went into the guest area, brought my six, came back, and they all had the lids on. And I was like, well, I was like, yeah, they trust us in the guest area, mate. Okay. But, so yeah.
Like it.
It was
okay, good.
Yeah, that's
good.
Cool.
That's Adam, do you have any last rants before we close up?
I think I had some.
Yeah,
stuff,
sorry about that. I think I went a bit off, went a bit mental there. I apologise. I blacked out. I blacked out for a second. I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm back. Sorry.
Quick question: did you go in the press area?
Yes, but that's a Sunday conversation.
Okay. Cool. I didn't know you did. That's awesome. Because we spent barely any time together. So that's another reason why I thought this was going to be cool.
Seeing what each other got up to.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything exciting, but it's a story for Sunday anyway.
Yeah.
So for the next episode.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed the guest area. And there's nothing else I wanted to add specifically about the Friday. But it's an interesting thing you said about the RIP being able to go in there, because yeah, I'm curious, because RIP is run by VIP Nation, and that's why they've got their own separate area. I'm wondering how or why they've got their own area in the arena bit, which is Live Nation, which brings me to what I was going to say earlier, which I thought happened on a Friday, but it didn't happen on a Saturday, but I want to talk about it now. So when we got there on the Wednesday, we were at the wrong gate. I got an email saying you've been invited to this drinks mixer to meet the RIP team. It's gonna be, it'll be cool. It didn't really say too much else about it, but I knew I didn't know how exclusive it was gonna be. But yeah, I said, yeah, we'll go along to it. It'll be cool. Love to. Adam said he was going to come along to it as well.
I did not make it for reasons unknown.
I know the reason.
I don't.
No, I don't. But yeah, and it also said things like come and take some content, and we'd love it if you share it to your social media and all that kind of stuff. And the whole time I was thinking, that's cool. I hope we get something from it too, because I'm missing bands if I go to this. And it was amazing. I ended up talking to first of all, I ended up talking to Quenny, who was the first person who actually booked us for the live show. in
Yeah.
2024. She's actually moved up the ranks a little bit now. But I've never actually had a proper conversation with her. She's always too busy, or always really busy, because you got bands going on and everything. So that was really cool to actually stop and chat to her quite a bit. And there's stuff that I cannot say, which is cool. Also, that we have information that the public don't have. But yeah, I was also talking to like the top two guys that run RIP, that organize RIP. One of them was saying that he visits the site 6 times a year or something and maps it all out, works out where they're going to put toilets and everything. And I said to him, like, the email said this, that you want us to put content out. You sell out every year. I don't know how we can really help you. What we can do is not really going to do anything for you. And he agreed. We had a chat back and forth about it. And I said, but for the kind of content that we do, the best thing we can probably do is just get somebody on for an interview and just chat about RIP and what goes on and everything. Because one of the biggest complaints I've seen people talking, well, there's two big complaints. One from RIPers, one from general campers. The RIPers is dynamic pricing. We talked about that. I'm not going to go into too much about it. The other one was general camping complaining about bands being locked behind a paywall. I've seen that for years, and I wouldn't have known this if I wasn't in there. This is more long-winded because I've got way more I want to talk about it. So I'll talk a little bit about it now and a bit about it next episode.
Yeah, we'll do the same bit in the next episode. Just give us the cliff notes.
Yeah. The other one was like the bands behind a paywall. But because we've been booked there, we know it's run by a completely different team. The team that book the bands in the RIP area are not the team that book anything in the District X or the arena. So they don't even know who's booking what. So that's what I said to him. But yeah, we should be getting him, one of those guys, on for an interview and just like I said, just chat about all things RIP. I said to him we took the piss out of RIP in the live show. But everyone knew we were joking about it. It wasn't us slagging RIP off fully. And then, we love RIP now because we're talking to you. But yeah, that should be really interesting. And it feels like we have our foot in the door, let's say. And Simon doesn't even know anything about this because this is the first time we've actually spoken since download. So I'll tell you all about it behind closed doors.
Oh, baby, I'm excited. And that sounds like the perfect place to end this episode. Now, before we go, we have to thank our wonderful patrones who support us. Every bit of money we get from the podcast goes back into the podcast for merch and all sorts of other cool things. So if you want to come and support us, link to our Patreon is in the description wherever you're watching this or on our social medias. So thank you to March 1st, 77, Joe Butler, Michael Ferris, Andy Taylor, Liam Hopwood, Tom West, Vicky Rutter, Ethan Brown, Matthew, Chris Henderson, Henry Richardson, Chris Hambridge, Alexander Toon, and James. Thank you very much for your support, and we love you very much. So there you go, guys. That was Wednesday to Friday. The next episode, we will be talking about Saturday and Sunday and then giving our overall thoughts of Download Festival 2026. Now, quickly before we go, I do a YouTube. Go and check it out. I make wonderful videos over there, and I have a second channel and all that booze as well. You should definitely go and follow Mr. Adam Cox D&D channel on YouTube, which is Critical Pit. Go and check them out. It's amazing. If you like, actually, I do need to speak to you about some weird bard music that someone told me about at work. Okay. So I'll tell you about that later. But if you love that sort of stuff, go over to Critical Pit. Links in the description or wherever you're watching this. It's amazing. Adam, brother of mine, do you have anything to plug?
No, I've told you once before, every time I come on this podcast, I don't want anyone following me.
All right. So don't go and follow Adam on any social media.
especially in the street, because I will fuck you up.
Don't go to
Okay.
the street.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Do not follow me. All right.
You may be attacked if you.
Yeah. You just watch yourself. But
Okay.
no, but listen, I would like to say
Go on.
thanks to everyone who came out and supported us for the live show. It's probably something that's never going to happen again. It probably was a one-off. But I really do appreciate all the support that I got and everyone saying nice things about my performance. And thanks to you guys for giving me the opportunity to do it. It was awesome. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure I like to pop my head up out every now and then with you guys to say hello and do an episode here and there. And people always see me in Simon's vlogs and stuff like that. And I've seen some nice comments and stuff in there as well. So I do really appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Well, you did a good job, apparently. So well done.
Yeah, you did. Awesome.
Well done.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you, for joining us and stepping up to fill the boots of Simon Bond. Yeah.
Which was quite difficult because his feet are smaller than mine. So
you're
squeezing them in was quite difficult. I overfilled the shoes, if anything, yeah.
So we shall end it there. Thank you very, very much for watching. Adam Bondy, brother of mine, will be back on the next episode. So you've got one more episode of him before he signs off this chapter of his Dear Download journey. So it's a goodbye from brother of mine, Adam.
Goodbye, everybody.
It's a goodbye from Mr. Cox.
Goodbye.
And it's a goodbye from me. Goodbye.